Welcome everyone to session 12 of A Time to Harvest, the Call of Cthulhu campaign set in the Vermont Hills. In our last session, we essentially finished up some investigating in Cobb's Corners. And we had split up into two groups. There was a group that was Arthur and Jebediah, and they had gone and spoken with Alexandru Kuzra, and he was an old, very superstitious sort, and he was very distrustful of us. But he did mention that he thinks that there are witches and vampires roaming through Cobb's Corners. Else, why would all of those children be wandering out into his field to have their evil Sabbaths? He said. Well, we went out into that field, and indeed we found a ring of standing stones with looked like a central altar in there, and there was even a child's toy that was found. I think it was a yo-yo was found there. Well, an encounter ensued with Mr. Kuzra when he came out to chase us off of the lot, and we managed to avoid catastrophe there. Spoke with Imelda Cratchit, a neighbor who had a book, the journals of her husband's father or grandfather. I think it was his grandfather, Mortimer Cratchit, and it detailed some of his journeyings, and it also had some spells. And we did try to learn those spells, but they seemed to elude our grasp. So we could try again today if someone wants to try to learn one of those spells. Some that may prove very useful. Now, the other group, which was Marian, Gerold, and Millie, you did some investigating in town. You went to the diner, and there you saw that young girl, Amanda, that had worked at the library, and she struck up a very personal conversation with Millie, almost as though she were fishing for details about why we're here and where we're staying, and even wanted to know which room in the McLaren farmhouse was Millie's. And then we noticed her writing some information down on a piece of paper, and she handed it off to Deputy John Cutter, who had come in with Sheriff Spencer to have their lunch. So we then decided, well, let's go check out Cutter's house and see what's going on there. Inside Cutter's house, we found, besides a painting of a clown that was traumatic in and of itself, we found a dagger, an obsidian blade, as well as which was decorated had a goat-headed pommel and looked like a ritualistic item. We also found a strange set of 5 discs bound with a central rod that had some weird language on them, which was later determined to be the Migo language by Dr. Sarah Matherson when we returned back to the farmhouse. As we were discussing that and preparing for dinner, some of the other folk at the farmhouse said that an alarm had just gone off. Something was in the area. And sure enough, it wasn't just something. It was a dark young, a great, massive, basically looked like a giant living tree that spawned mouths along its trunks and waved its branch and limb-like arms like tendrils, with huge cloven hoof feet that plodded through the ground. Well, it smashed into the house. There was some gunfire that took place, but it seemed to be essentially ineffective against this creature. It instantly destroyed Larry Neckler and one of the other folks that were there at the cabin with us, ripping one in half and stomping one to death with its massive hoof. And then it snatched up Imelda Cratchit, who we had invited to come and stay at the house for her own safety. It was almost as though it had been given instructions to take the old lady, but it didn't know which one, and that may have been Millie. So Millie's life may have been spared at the expense of poor Imelda Cratchit. But she's not dead. She was just grabbed by that thing. It also grabbed up Dr. Sarah Matherson, who might also be an old lady, and then for fun it grabbed Professor David Drake as well. And holding the 3 of them aloft in its great limb-like arms, it plodded off through the sugar maple forest towards the hills. We had left the house and gone out to one of the cars. The cars would not start. There was no electrical spark left in the batteries, like they had been completely drained, perhaps by some strange alien technology. We then heard the sound of gunfire coming from from the east, from the woods, where we knew that was the camp of the Federated Oil and Chemical Strike Team, essentially the soldiers that had been sent out here to protect us from the Migo. And now we're left with a choice. Do we go after that Dark Young to rescue Imelda Cratchit, Sarah Matherson, Professor Drake, to see where it's taking them? Or do we go after the sound of gunfire to see if that security force needs assistance, or perhaps they can offer us protection? To complicate matters, 3 of our group, Arthur Finch, Jebediah Baldwin, and Gerold Rawlinson, are all suffering from indefinite insanity, having exceeded their daily limit. So any single loss of sanity will provoke a bout of madness. And that's where we pick up the action. So, where do we want to go?
Ugh. No good choices.
No, there are no good choices.
Good choices. Only choices.
Yes. Maybe not toward the gunfire?
Well, we just saw what happened with the gunfire. It didn't really have much of an effect, so...
Yeah.
Now, Arthur, you have a deathly fear of forests, and you just saw a giant tree come and destroy your house and steal some of your companions. How does Arthur feel about all this?
Well, I think he definitely doesn't want to be around forests right now after he just basically saw it come to life.
This is like your worst fear now made manifest.
Yeah, so he's already insane, so this is not good.
So what the hell? Let's go. What about Gerold? How does Gerold feel about this?
Yeah, if you looked at Gerold, he does not look like he's doing well. I think he's definitely leaning towards rendezvousing with the rest of the agents, because realistically, what are we going to do against a giant tree monster?
Yeah, I think it's more about protecting us than us going to help them, necessarily. But I do keep thinking about the lady we said would be safe.
Yeah, we did promise her protection, and we could not maintain that. What about Jebediah?
Yes, Professor? What should we do?
Oh, well, I don't think we stand much of a chance on our own. Perhaps, as suggested, we should try and rendezvous with the rest of Federated Oil and Chemical.
Now, Marian, you expressed a disinterest in doing that. Do you want to speak your mind here? And you're also welcome to change your mind, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think initially my reaction was more so like guns aren't really gonna be helpful. Like, they can't take it down, and like we could get caught in like the crossfire, but
Yeah.
I mean, the protection is also a nice angle, so I think if the group is leaning more toward rendezvousing, then Marian is okay with it.
And you could always go and look, and if it's like, oh, this looks worse, you could always decide not to get involved.
Very true.
All right, so... well, I mean, we did very little when it came to the critter anyway, right?
Yeah, you unloaded countless rounds from your Tommy gun into it. A few other shots were fired. It absorbed some grenade blasts, and it didn't seem to... It did some damage, likely, but not significant. In fact, Millie, if you want to give me a spot hidden roll, we can see if you notice any clues about the damage it may have sustained.
Ooh.
Not quite. You can push that if you want. That means getting out of the stalled cars and going and looking.
Yeah, well, the stalled car's not doing us a lot of good. I will push it. Why is it not picking? Come on. Weirdly not scrolling up for me.
I can go ahead
So
and
maybe-
push that for you.
Thank you.
Well, I got a little better, but not enough. So you get out and wander around, and all you see are great hoof prints from this dark young, bits of the McLaren farmhouse scattered all around. There's the smell of gunpowder and shrapnel from the grenades everywhere. It's just a horrible, horrible scene.
Well, really, I'm starting to think that electrocuting them was a very good idea, and I'm very sorry that I was punitive on the topic. That thing was terrifying. What shall we do? Shall we go? I don't know that we hurt it very much. Shall we go and see if we can see what's happening where the gunshots are happening? Just carefully? Carefully?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the rain is falling, and through the heavy rain, you can hear the sounds of a battle. There are screams, there's gunfire, there's guttural growls, and other less identifiable but equally terrifying sounds, strange buzzing and clicking sounds coming from the direction of the camp. When you arrive at the edge of the campsite, you see a scene of utter horror. The camp's contents are strewn about as though a train has come crashing through its center. The remains of what were once experienced fighting men dot the area, seemingly tossed about like rag dolls, although some appear to be covered in a sheen of ice as though they are frozen solid. Here and there puddles of yellowish-green goo splatter the blood-soaked mud. Yet the battle is not over. You can still see the flashes of muzzle fire and hear the sounds of gunfire deeper into the woods at the other edge of the camp. You can see great shadowy figures lurching about, silhouetted by that gunfire. There is, of course, no moon tonight. It's a new moon, and the cloud cover prevents any light from the sky lighting up the camp, so it's just that intermittent flash of muzzle fire. The sounds that you hear are terrifying. It sounds like that dark young that you saw. It sounds like there may be another one here. And then you hear that strange buzzing and clicking sound. And Gerold, give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Yeah.
Oh, just barely made it. You look up and you see a form flying through the air just below the clouds. It's far up in the sky, several hundred meters, but it looks like one of those Migo that you've seen before on strange iridescent wings, not unlike the wings of a grasshopper or other insect. And you know that there are Migo here as well. Do you proceed into that massacre, or what do you do from here? There are still men, it sounds like, fighting, but there are bodies everywhere.
Yeah, I think keeping an eye on that, he would probably, look to the rest of the group and say, well, there's something above, far out of the range of my rifle. It's hundreds of meters in the air. Well, that will not be helping, I imagine. I don't know what choice we really have. We could just try to flee on foot, but that didn't work last time.
Well, I mean, thinking back to that tape and the electrifying, is there any way we could set something up? I mean, I'm not very mechanically minded, but is there any way we could perhaps take something with us to electrocute them? I mean, obviously not while they're holding on to people, but I presume they're being taken to be sacrifices? I mean, what those children were talking about. I seem to have triggered it by giving them sweeties. That's gratitude for you. Shall we... Is there anything we could do? I mean, the guns didn't do very much. Is there anything else we can do?
Can we set them on fire?
Can we set them on fire? Yes.
I mean, trees burn.
Yes.
It would be good. I don't know how you propose to do it, but...
I look
yes.
at the students. Does any of you have a bit of a mechanical bent? Is there anything... Are the batteries flat in these vehicles? I know there's batteries in there.
And gas.
Yes. Yes.
There is
yeah.
indeed gas. Even if the batteries are flat, there is gas.
Okay. We need cans. We need... Did any of you have a very naughty teenagehood where you sucked the fuel out of vehicles?
Probably not Arthur.
Not Arthur, no.
He sucked the cream filling out of eclairs, I think.
Oh, that's the better one.
Tastes much better.
I mean, if we could splash them with something and then throw a match on them, would that work?
So there are a few of those big trucks, and if you recall, at the McLaren farmhouse, they did. There was the fuel depot. There's likely a fuel depot here as well.
Oh,
Ooh.
what do you think? We could even perhaps help the men over there.
Yeah, might as well try.
Right.
Jebediah,
Matches.
give me a listen roll. Do you want to push that? To push that means it may leave you exposed if you you think you hear something, but if you want to get up from your crouch to try and hear it better, you may, but it may leave you exposed if you fail that pushed roll.
No, I don't want to push it.
So there are two trucks here that you can see, big trucks, like big box trucks, that would have huge tanks, probably enough fuel in there to light a house on fire if you needed to. But
And we can't. Those trucks are not going, though.
Right, they're not going, but you could siphon fuel out of there for sure.
All right, and there's a possibility of a fuel depot, which would mean there's already cans of fuel
Yeah.
or something there, perhaps.
Yep.
It might be better to do that.
That's going to take a little bit of scouting. That means going into the camp. Who wants to do that? And I will warn you that you're going to come across horribly mangled bodies, and that may put a strain on your sanity.
Perhaps we could find a tube and get it out of the trucks. I don't feel like we should go in there. What could be a tube? Let me think. Is there a shower hose in the farmhouse?
Give me a luck roll.
My luck is pretty bad at the moment. She's trying to think of anywhere where there's something that we can use.
Like a garden hose?
Oh, I thought that was going to be a 1. That was close. You can't push a luck roll. You don't recall seeing any sort of shower hose, but a garden hose is possible if you want to give me a luck roll, Marian.
Yeah. Let's see.
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
No, the thought of the flower garden and the body that came up, you don't even want to think about, was there a garden hose? All you see is those bones that protruded up from the wet ground.
Quickly, Jebediah, use that enormous brain of yours. Think about what we could do here.
Well, I was thinking that I do have that electrical gun that I took from one of the assailants in the park, and perhaps that could be used to tear into one of these gas tanks. I know it was able to tear through my car quite easily.
Do you think the electrical gun would have a bigger effect on it than our bullets?
Likely so. It seemed to fire a large stream of electricity when it was first used, though I've not used it myself.
If you want to try to use the gun, you're going to have to make an electrical repair roll first to try and get it set up so that it can fire.
Well, I suppose we could try and repair it, but I'm not sure I'd be much use. I'm not one for electrical repair.
We look at our students.
Gerold shrugs and looks guilty, like a rich kid would.
Marian might be the best at that. I think you're the most handy.
Yeah. Is it electrical repair or
Yes,
mechanical repair?
electrical repair.
Okay, she's not as good at that, but we can try.
No. You can push that if you like. If you fail, it will render the gun inoperable until sufficient time has passed for capacitors to recharge.
Ooh.
But it ain't working
it's
now,
still-
so...
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, we'll try to push it.
Got it.
Nice.
Yes.
You take a look at it and you see there's a series of wires and what we would know now is basically wafer chips with diodes and small components soldered onto it, but nothing like that would have been even imaginable in that time. It would have all been cathode ray tubes and whatnot. But looking at this, you can see where a few contacts need to be made, and you tinker with it for a moment, and then there is a small red light that lights up, and you've never seen it. We would know, again, it's like an LED bulb that lights up, but a small red light blinking as though to indicate that this is now operational.
Nice. Marian holds the gun out for whoever wants to take it.
What does the gun require in the way of firearms
So
skills?
there's a special skill called Fighting Electric Gun, and you start at 10%. I know Jebediah has it, and I think Arthur does as well, because you also picked up a gun. So either of you have a 10% chance of getting it to hit what you're trying. Now, if it's a stationary target, like a truck, then I would give you a bonus die on that.
Well, Arthur, you could help me steady it, and we can try and use it.
Sure, Professor.
Give yourself 2 bonus die for that. Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
Ooh.
what are you trying to do with this?
Well, I think the plan was we could tear into the side of one of these box trucks and puncture the gas and let it drain out and hopefully create an area that we could then light on fire, I believe was the plan.
The gun goes off with no recoil, and a blinding blue-white bolt of electricity arcs out from the gun, striking the truck and basically cutting it in half. You see this arc of electricity go from top to bottom, and the back half of the truck lurches away as it's freed from the heavier front. The glow of red-hot metal along the line where it's sliced illuminates the air as you see splashing fuel coming out of it. Jebediah, give me a luck roll to see if that fuel ignites.
Oh no.
Oh, you got it. Okay, does not ignite.
Well done, you two. Quickly, the fuel's coming out. We need a container of some sort.
Well, if we could lure the creature over to the spill, perhaps then we could light it, light the gas on fire there, and that will hopefully ignite the creature as well.
You have matches, I'm sure, because I've seen you giving the young ones helpful cigarettes.
Well, I have my Zippo lighter.
That would be very handy. Okay, so what we need now is somebody to lure the creature here.
Marian,
No, that
give me a
might be our
listen roll
best
while this
option.
conversation's going on.
It's coming anyway.
What was which roll?
Listen.
Listen. Okay. Cool. Oh boy. Listen is always so hard to find for some reason.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Critical success.
All right.
Okay. Two things that you notice. First is that shortly after that arcing flash from the electrical gun, the sounds of gunfire have stopped.
Oh no.
The second thing is that you hear something behind you. It sounds like something stomping on wet, dry leaves. If you turn, you see and come face to face with a Migo.
Oh.
And let me get one out here.
Dun dun dun. I mean, I think definitely, she's turning.
All right, let's go into initiative order here.
Okay.
Millie's thinking to herself, really, a life in an educational institution does not set you up for this.
Does anyone have a gun drawn besides Jebediah? You have that electrical gun drawn.
Gerold had his rifle.
That's true.
No, I think Marian still has the horn of the black goat, probably in her hand because she stabbed the tree.
Perfect. Let's get started then. Gerold, you are up first.
So I assume Marian made some kind of noise or reaction that would have alerted us.
You probably saw her turn and let out a little gasp.
Yeah, what did it? Sorry if I immediately forgot, but what was it? She just turned and saw it. It's not, we didn't get time to really see what's happening.
Right.
It was just behind me.
Well, I guess that's what Gerold's trying to figure out, is what is it doing right now? Like, is it holding anything? Is it, obviously, is it pointing anything at anybody?
Nope, it's standing there. Give me a spot hidden roll as you get a good look at it.
Ooh.
It has a gun in its hand.
What?
It's not like the guns that you've seen before, though. This is something different. This looks like a kind of a bulbousy sort of contraption, different bubbles, like a Jebediah might recognize it like gas cylinders on there, but it is definitely holding something in its claw-like hands.
Okay, well...
In fact, you would recall the night you first met the Migo, there was this strange burst of spores that seemed to overwhelm the other students. It looks like that.
Yeah, I think last session, and this is what gave him his insanity, is he kind of learned a little bit of the Migo. I was almost going to think about trying to talk to it, but seeing it holding that, I think Gerold would just shoot it.
Yeah.
He did notice that. Goodness. Also, he probably would not have succeeded with that.
Now, with a shotgun, this is going to be point blank range. Perfect. Just got it. It's going to try to dodge. No, it does not. You can roll damage. You blast it with the shotgun, and it drops. It needs to make a Constitution roll. It is still conscious, but it hits the ground writhing, and you see great pulpy chunks like crab meat fly off of it as your shotgun blast hits it. It is not down, or not out, but it is down. Jebediah.
Well, I'll quickly try and disarm it.
That would be a fighting brawl, and you can take a bonus die on that. Yeah. Do you kick the gun away, or do you grab it with your hands?
I think I'll grab it and just throw it back so that it can't reach it.
Let me give him a chance to try and avoid that. Oh, yeah, he gets an extreme success. So as you come in and reach for it, he rolls to the side, and as he peels away, you can see an opening in his carapace and the pulsation of his internal viscera. It looks unlike any creature you've seen before. The Migo's turn. It's going to stagger up to one knee, and it's going to fire the spore gun. And it's going to fire it right at Jebediah. So Jebediah, you have a choice here. You can dodge using your dodge skill, or you can dive for cover. If you dive for cover, that will take up your next turn. If you dodge, you just roll your dodge skill and try to get out of the way. Oh, whoops! Let me give him a.
Can I fight back?
Not with a ranged weapon. You can't fight back. Let me do that again with ammo this time. Oh, well, he misses anyway. You can't fight back, but you see this blast of spores fly up just past your head, a few inches from your face, and you can feel a chill coming from it, as though this thing might freeze you solid if it lands correctly. Let's go to Marian.
So it's like exoskeleton-y for the most part?
Yep.
But there is that soft under... Would Marian have seen kind of the little soft underside?
Give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Okay.
Not so much. If you want to, I mean, you can spend luck, or if you want to push that, you can. To push it, you got to get up really close to it.
Oh boy. Yeah, I guess she'll get up close. Why not?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Boy, when you push rolls, you're just nailing them here. So, yeah, you see that cavity inside its body, and you see this weird glistening organ in there just pulsating. Maybe rhythmically like a heart. You can't quite tell. It doesn't look like a heart. It looks like a series of clumped up gelatinous organelles.
Do I have enough time in my round to try to stab it?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Then we shall attempt a stab. Stab the heart. Target it. Okay. She's gonna use the... Oops. I did that wrong.
The horn of the black goat.
Yeah.
And he will attempt to fight back.
Oh jeez, that's so many.
Nope. You get him. Click on the roll damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you take him out?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I think she's probably just like screaming at this point and just like sees the heart thing and just like rams the dagger just like straight into the beating heart.
There's a hot splash of liquid that spatters you, and it's this same yellow-green goo. And I'm going to have you give me a sanity roll as you get this hot juice spraying up your right arm,
Oh, sorry, Marian.
ruining your blouse.
Right? I'll just take a hot shower after this.
You're going to lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay. Could be worse.
Could be much worse. Millie, this thing is down, but what do you do? And then we'll do Arthur as well before I end the round.
I think if it's dead, I'm going to, seeing that it was more vulnerable than the Dark Young was, I get a little bit of hope back. So I'm just going to keep my submachine gun ready and look around to see if anything else is coming. So.
Oh, give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
the noise of the electrical gun, the shotgun, has attracted the attention of a few more Migo. And
Oh.
let me grab a couple of them out here.
Great.
Then, if I still have some turn left, I want to try and shoot whichever one is closest.
Yeah,
With my
you
submachine gun.
go for it. Let me drag them into combat as well.
Why? Why?
Oh no!
No.
At least it's not another malfunction. There we go.
And I will back away from the Migos so that they are between me and the fuel that's been spilled, just in case anybody's got ideas about that.
Arthur, your turn.
Can I try to pick up the gun that it had?
The other one dropped?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even need to make a roll for that. You just go over and grab it. That will take your action. Let me put a spore gun on your character sheet. Okay. And to use this, let's see, I'm going to give it some ammo here. So to use the spore gun, you have your base chance to use it is 20%. So you should have a spore gun skill. Yes. Yep, that got added to your character.
Okay.
Perfect. So you can pick it up, but you wouldn't be able to shoot with it this round.
All right.
But you have the spore gun. Let's go to the next round. Gerold, you're up again. You have another shell in your shotgun.
Yeah, I think he would just turn on the nearest one. Maybe look at Jebediah, like once more we're in battle again. Ooh.
Oof. Yeah, not so good. You don't have the. Oh no, you could spend 2 luck to make that a success.
Oh, is it really? Oh.
You're
Well,
already under 30, so.
I am, yeah, and I'm not gonna do a spend a 20 luck to pass this, so if I could do 2.
Okay, he's gonna try to dodge that. And he also gets a regular success. So, and the tie goes to the dodge if you're dodging. So your shotgun blast goes off, and he jumps to the side. That's going to cause him to have a penalty die on his because you were basically at point blank range. So it messes up his next action, but your shot does not strike. Jebediah.
Well, I think this time I will draw out my pistol as I'm much more accurate with it.
Oops, And Arthur now has a gun. Nice. Now he has dodged. He can dodge again.
I think I accidentally used the skill, not the weapon. I
Yeah.
forgot to do
That's okay. I can do it manually. He will try to dodge that one. And
Oh, well done.
fails. So go ahead and you'll need to... Let's look at your damage to see what it will be. Now you can also... if you want to make that an extreme success, you could spend 6 luck to make that an extreme success, which would be an impaling strike. It would do max damage plus additional damage. If you want to spend the
Yes,
6
I
luck.
think I'm going to be spending all my luck soon, so I might as well.
So your handgun does 1d10. So roll a 10-sided dice and add 10. That's how much damage it will do.
Nice.
Nice,
Ooh.
18 damage.
Oh my
This
God.
this Migo has a scant 10 hit points. How do you take him out?
Yes, I think this shot hits the spore gun and it backfires and tears into the Migo.
Nice. You see a cloud of spores wash over it, and it swirls around in the spores and then staggers down to the ground. You can see bits of shrapnel from that spore gun punched into it, and it's buzzing madly like it's trying to communicate with you, but you have no idea what sounds it's making. Millie, your turn.
Millie, seeing that the professor did so much better with a pistol, will tuck her submachine gun under her arm and draw her little derringer out
Nice.
and have a go with that. So. Oops, I forgot to select the target. So. Okay, and now I can do it. Or can I? Did it twice.
That's okay. Just click on one of those roll firearms. That is a regular success. He's going to try and dodge that. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
He gets a hard success, so tie goes to him. Or he actually exceeded yours, so he manages to get out of the way.
Oh, really? I should have spent less time reading and more time shooting in the
When
target
we were
practice.
practicing. Arthur, your turn. You're holding this spore gun.
Yeah, I think I'll try it out.
Ooh, not so good. You can actually. I don't think you have the luck to spend. Yeah, it would be 50 luck. So it goes off, and it's almost like when you see, like when someone goes to fire a fire extinguisher, and the blast pushes them back, and it sprays up into the air and swirls around. As you go to fire this gun, there is significant recoil that you were not prepared for, and it kind of spins you around a little bit, and this mist is going up above you, up in the air. Like a fountain. This Migo, I'm going to roll a 5-sided die. So 1 is Marian, and then all the way over to 5 is Gerold. It goes after Millie.
No.
Uh-oh.
So Millie, it's coming after you with that spore gun. Oh, forgot to put ammo on these. Do that again.
Oh.
Millie, do you want to dodge?
Yes, absolutely I want to dodge. Or can I dive for cover?
You can dive for cover if you want as well, or you can dodge.
I think I will. Dive for cover would mean I'd lose my turn.
Yep.
But my dodge isn't that great, so Oh, what the heck, I'll dodge. Nope.
Not so good. All right, so you're going to get hit. I need to have you make a Constitution roll. You need to get a hard success.
You're a tough old bird, but let's see how she goes.
Oh, look at that. You did it. You got a hard success. With a hard success, you remain conscious, but you are stunned for 1d6 rounds. It could have been 2d6 hours.
Wow.
But you are stunned for
Just
for
one.
one round. Yep, no big deal.
Yep.
Nice. The other amigo. Let me roll a 5-sided die.
It'd be so funny if it was
After-
Millie again.
Right. Goes after Jebediah. Well, they have been told to go after the old lady, so
They have.
this one will go after Jebediah, and it's going to use that spore gun as well. And no, that is a failure. Marian, your turn.
I think she'll just go for. She'll just try to stab this one too.
Okay.
It worked last time. Let's see.
Oh, it rolled for ages.
Do you want to spend any luck? Do you have enough luck?
How much? Oh, that's a lot of luck, and then I'd be under the. Is that a lot of luck? Wait, 41. It's like 17.
Do you have enough? Let's be 23 luck.
You know, I guess this is like the ride it like you stole it kind of thing, so sure. Good luck, Marian.
He is going to fight back. In which case, a tie will go to you. Tie goes to you, so go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Let me inflict that damage. And it is unconscious. Where do you stab it?
I feel like this time she just goes for the head.
Nice. You get it right in the head, and it drops down to the ground, and it's twitching. It is out of operation for the foreseeable future. It's not dead, but it is down.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Gerold, you're up. Now, if you want to reload your shotgun, that will take a round.
He's actually got a rifle. I don't know if that works.
Oh, the
the same.
rifle? No, you still have 2 shots in your rifle. Yeah, never mind. You still have shots.
Shotgun would be great in this scenario, though.
That's an extreme success. Go ahead and roll damage.
Go, Gerold.
He's been inspired by the
Nice.
professor's great shot.
Okay, 26 points of damage. Where do you hit this?
Oh my gosh.
I'd probably he just hits it in the head. Yeah, it is a rifle, close range at the back of the head.
Like shooting a watermelon with a rifle. The head just splits open in a spray of red juice and small black, looks like seeds, but it's some sort of ganglion that splits apart inside of its head. And it just hits the ground, twitches a few times, and it is out of action. Jebediah, we still have one that's alive but unconscious on the ground. What do you do?
Well, where's the dark young? Has that left?
Give me a spot hidden if you want to start looking for that. Oh, excellent. It is headed your way. You look over and you see this dark shape moving through the camp towards you, and you can see the outline of it, tendril-like arms waving up above its head, larger than an elephant as it's charging towards you.
I think
How near is it to the? How
Light
near
it
is it
up.
to the box truck? Is it close?
It's if you wait about one more round, it will be up near the box truck. There's a chance it does not go near the truck. If you want to do something to try to lure it towards the truck, that might give you a better chance of having it go there. The straightest line for it does not go past that truck.
Yeah, if we could, I guess Jebediah will start maneuvering to where it would have to go through that area to get to us, and he will quickly inform the others of what he's seen.
The rest of you see Jebediah start moving towards the truck. Millie, you are stunned. You're kind of
I
coming
am,
back
but
to
I
your senses.
did move earlier. I said I was moving back to where I was going to be the other side of, but that was from the Migo. So in your head, only you can tell me if I'm in the wrong spot or not.
You're probably kind of halfway. So if it comes after you, it may bypass the truck.
Fair.
But you will be
I'm
back
excited.
on your feet next round.
Okay.
Arthur.
I'll move over with the professor.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Oh.
Okay. You can move over with the professor. This Migo needs to make a constitution roll. Nope, still down. Marian. Give me an intelligence roll.
Okay. I'm like trying to think about what to do.
So you know that this thing, or this may not be the same one that was at your farmhouse, but it seemed to go after the old woman. And even the Migo seemed intent on capturing Millie rather than killing her. You think that maybe the Dark Young is going to go after Millie as well. And Millie's not by the fuel truck. And she can't move this round. If you move her over by the fuel truck, that may draw the Dark Young to that position.
Oh, move. Wait,
So
Millie is by the fuel truck?
No, so you would need to drag Millie over to the fuel truck or
Got it.
pick her up and start moving her. She's essentially dazed. It would
She's
take a
risk-
strength roll to get her moved over.
Okay. Why not?
If that's what you want to do. But you would know that Millie seems to be the target of the Bigo right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will attempt to drag Millie.
Whoa.
And you do.
So strong.
Let me add the Dark Young on here. And we'll go to the next round. All right. Gerold, you're up first. You can see this thing quickly moving across the camp towards that box truck that's been severed in half.
Yeah, I think Gerold kind of blushes seeing Marian be the hero and drag Millie off. But funny fact, she's stronger than Gerold. So he looks a little embarrassed by that. But he runs to be next to the professor, kind of just following his lead. Probably sees what we're doing with this fuel trick.
Jebediah, your turn. It is bearing down on you. You could you could lure it into the gas this round.
Yes, if I could get it near the gas and then light it ablaze, that's what I would like to do.
Give me a luck roll to see if you can get that lighter lit in this rain and wind. It flares to life in your hand. Zippo always comes through. You've had this thing in the trenches. You've had it for many, many years. It's never let you down. You polish it. You keep fuel in it whenever possible, and that yellow flame looks like the flame of freedom to you at this moment. How do you light the gas as the dark young moves in between the two halves of that split truck, standing in that spilled puddle of fuel?
Well, Arthur, you'll need to turn away. It might be hot when I light this. I don't want us to get hurt, so get ready to dash away, and then I'll throw the lighter onto the leaked gas and hope for the best.
Give me I hate to do this, but give me a fighting throw roll. It's different because you're not throwing a spear or something, so for sure add 2 bonus die, because you're just tossing it towards a big puddle of gas. But just to make sure that you hit it. Oh, yeah. Yep, you do.
Oh, good one.
Oh.
You toss your lighter into the gas. You see it spinning in the air, and the good thing with Zippos is they are windproof. This thing can buff it through the air, and it will stay alight just fine. And it hits the ground, and there's a huge plume of black smoke and a blinding wall of orange flames that lick up the length of this dark young as it stands there in the gasoline. And you hear this high-pitched squeal, like stabbing a hog, as it begins to back away from the flames, acrid smoke roiling off of its limbs. Let me roll some damage. Actually, I'll let you roll the damage if you like. Roll 2d10 for me. Nice. Let me give it some damage. Nice. It does not drop. It is still in the fight, but it is on fire and smoldering. It won't be able to move until its turn. Millie and Arthur will go first. Millie, you're up.
Is my stun over with?
Yes, your stun is over.
All right. I don't think my gun did very much. That's all. Can I turn and shoot the Migo that's laying on the ground?
Yes, absolutely.
The unconscious one.
I was
Just
hoping
feel like
somebody would do that.
Yeah, I really don't want that little guy to get up again. So
you'll get a...
oh shit! It says out of ammo, but I don't think I've shot it 6 times, so
no,
I may not have put ammo in.
Let me add a little ammo on that. You also have your 45 if you want to shoot that. That does more
Oh,
damage.
okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's a pistol. Let's use that.
And I'm going to give you an additional bonus die.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Nice.
So that's going to be penetrating damage or an impaling strike. Click on roll damage.
Because he can't get out the way. Oh, good one.
Nice. 21 points of damage. How do you take out the Migo?
I mean, she's like, well, really, spores! And just shoots it
Nice.
in the same spot as the others did.
Arthur. This giant flaming tree is standing in front of you near that box truck that was cut in half. Horrible smoke pouring off of it. This is almost... It's not wholly unpleasant, because here you've got this thing of your nightmares, but it's suffering.
Yeah. And the fire does seem to be affecting it.
Yeah, it does not like that fire.
Okay. Is there like something around that I could like light on fire and throw at it just for good measure?
Probably not. With the rain, everything is pretty well soaked. That gasoline seems to be the most flammable thing, and it's lighting it up. You could always run. You could do something defensive. You could. I don't think you have a weapon. You have your spells. You have a shotgun. You could hit it with a shotgun. It doesn't maybe not do a ton of damage, but it does take some damage from that.
Okay then.
Go ahead and click on the roll. Nice. Click on roll damage. So it takes less than that. It seems to definitely take less. But it does take damage from that shotgun as that blast rips through it. Alright, on its turn... Whoa, that's big. Jebediah, roll 2d10 for me again. Nice. It staggers back. It is recoiling. The flames are definitely getting the upper hand on it, and it's going to charge forwards trying to grab Millie.
Oh no.
This might be its last gasp, and if I can see Millie to target her.
It's a good concept of the scale they're facing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
All right. And Millie, you can attempt to oh, I think it missed. You can fight back, or you could dodge. Fight back is like a free, punch or something to it.
I would really love to think of this old lady punching the thing. She's going to try to like pistol whip it with the pistol that she's got in her hand.
Nice. Do a fighting brawl.
Fighting brawl. Get away!
Oh my gosh.
I did self-defense classes.
All right. Let's see.
That's so funny.
I hope that's what takes us out.
It might. What's your build? So your damage bonus. Okay, roll 1d3. So do /R space 1d3. It has 2 hit points. If you get a 2 or a 3, you take it out.
Yes. Come on. Yeah.
Millie,
Hell yeah.
how do you take it out?
I think she kind of pistol whips it in the mouth because, like, you look at it, there's not really very much that you can see that might actually kill it, but she gets it right in the tongue.
One thing that you notice, while it only seems to take minimal damage from firearms, from physical impact, it takes the regular amount of damage. It seems to, if you were to hit it with something, punch it, kick it, stab it, it does regular damage, but to shoot it for some reason does less damage. And that's all it took was your little old lady backhand with the pistol, and this giant tree crashes down to the ground, smoking and smoldering. You have won the camp. There are no more sounds of gunfire, there is no more buzzing or roaring sound, just the glow of this flaming dark young on the ground.
Well, that's that sorted out then. What are we going to do next?
Do you want to check the camp?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think if Gerald could get over his awe right now, he would probably kind of turn towards where the gunfire was coming from. Maybe we should go look if it's clear. Well
Never
done.
never mess with a librarian, that's what I say.
Well, let me have each of you give me a listen roll.
Damn.
Oh, phew, Arthur.
You can always count on Arthur to come through for us here.
Well,
Arthur,
Always good, yeah.
you hear a low moaning sound coming from an area of thick brush just on the right-hand side of the camp. You can go check that out, or you can go through the middle of the camp and survey what's going on there.
Does it sound like a person or something I've never heard before?
It sounds like a person. Someone in pain.
I guess I'll check it out then.
Upon inspection, you see one frozen foot and then another poking out from the bushes, and then chips of what appear to be frozen meat and bone that lead to the frosted pant leg of one of Abelard's men, his back resting against a tree. He cradles the remains of his frozen left arm, which has been broken off at the elbow, and madness is written in bold strokes upon his face. This is a soldier who survived the horrors of the Great War, only to lose everything fighting creatures whose presence makes a lie of all he held sacred.
Oh, no.
No roll is needed to know that he is at death's door. There's little that first aid could do to help him. He suddenly snaps out of his catatonic state, staring at you, gasping. All of a sudden, the tree started to attack us. They just started grabbing men and stomping. We couldn't... Big bugs flew down from the trees, and they had guns that froze things. And then he looks down at his frozen arm that he's holding. He looks at his shattered leg, and a look of understanding breaks across his face as he looks at the stumps of his broken limbs. He then slumps back against the tree and falls silent. And Arthur, you witness the light fading out of his eyes. Give me a sanity roll, Arthur. Oh, you don't lose any. No bout of madness for you. You've seen some stuff, and maybe you look at this more with a sense of how you can comfort this man, and what do you do for him?
I guess. Are his eyes closed or anything?
No, they're open.
I'll close his eyes for him and, I don't know, maybe put him in a comfortable position.
You can see a name tag. It says Teddy Hobson on his uniform. You ensure that his eyes are closed, and he looks almost peaceful as a man holding a frozen stump of his left arm could be. But it does bring you some comfort to see this. And Arthur, give me a psychology roll. This is a moment for Arthur. This might be when Arthur grows up. I'll let you decide. Is this something that helps Arthur to realize he's a key player in a fight that must be seen through to the end? Or does Arthur realize that this is well above his meager abilities? What do you think Arthur does?
I think after, this and everything that he's been through in the past few months, he probably realizes that he's probably not going to make it out alive, and he's going to have to make peace with that.
And how does Arthur make peace with that?
I guess just knowing that he can do what he can to, stop these things from hurting anyone else.
You realize at this moment that Rufus will not come back to you. That you have just outgrown your imaginary friend. And Rufus is now part of a past that you will no longer be able to link up with. Give me another sanity roll for that. And Arthur, you're going to lose 1d2. You're going to lose 2 sanity. That's also going to prompt a bout of madness. Roll a 10-sided die for me, please. And one more 10-sided die. So, for 8 rounds, you experience paranoia. It's almost like this is the first time you've ever really felt alone. You've always had Rufus there, and now Rufus is gone. Even as you think about him, it's almost like you can't see his face. It's just a blank sheet of skin over his face and eyes. How does your paranoia manifest right now as you're kneeling down next to Teddy Hobson and realize that you've finally grown up?
I guess I would be questioning who my friends really are now that I've lost, my one true best friend, Rufus.
So Jebediah brought you into this, and look what just happened. Now everything's been taken from you, and so you do question, like, what does he have my best interests at heart? And Millie, this librarian, why is she here? She should be back at the library. And these other students, haven't they been teasing you, calling you names, teasing you for wetting yourself? And all of this starts to settle in on poor Arthur's mind. So for the next couple of rounds, I'm going to have you role play a little bit of paranoia with Arthur and his decisions. Let me have Jebediah, since you seem to be closest with Arthur, give me a psychology roll. You can see that Arthur is troubled. And Arthur's looking down at Teddy Hobson and then starts to look around, and there's a change in Arthur's face. And you've never seen this side of Arthur before.
Arthur, dear boy, come here and have a seat. You look troubled. I think I have a spare cookie that kind lady gave me. You can enjoy one of these, and then I believe I still have some left. I'll have to try and find my lighter, but Fleur-de-Lis always seems to calm me down.
Arthur, what's your reaction to that?
I think Arthur would probably still take the cookie, but he would like inspect it. Maybe not being trusting of anything.
What if
the professor would
Jebediah's
give him.
been putting mind control drugs in your cookie? What if this is his means of keeping you calm? What's in those cigarettes? You've never smoked before. Now he's offering you cigarettes, and he keeps giving you food, like maybe you're some sort of experiment?
I guess Arthur would take the cookie and go sit alone.
You're still going
He
to
still
eat it,
takes-
though, right?
Yeah, he's still taking the cookie.
It's still a cookie.
Yeah.
You'll take your chances. Millie, you see Arthur take care of that poor soldier that just passed away, and you see him, the way he reacts to Jebediah. What would Millie do? You probably know Arthur from the library. He's there a lot.
I do. Yes, I would say. I would say. Oh well, that was good work, Arthur. That was a very kind what you just did for that soldier. Are you okay?
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I'm fine.
Give me a
I
psychology
need to have a
roll,
little
Millie.
sugar. A little sugar is good for a shock. I might eat a sweetie myself, actually.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you know that nothing eases existential trauma like gum
Sugar.
problems. Yeah, like sugar. So the rustling of wrappers. Arthur turns and looks like a cat, like you just opened a can of tuna fish or something. He hears the rustle of wrappers. Do you take
taking my
the
Werthers.
candy from Millie? Do you take one of her Werthers?
Well, Arthur
I
doesn't.
can see that he's a little bit
Yeah.
paranoid looking. I would say, look, it's still in the wrapper, dear. Nothing's changed.
That's exactly what someone would say if they were tampering with your food, though, Arthur.
Listen, ma'am. I don't know you that well, and if it's okay with you, I'd rather just be alone right now. And Arthur will turn away from her.
Do you
Okay.
tromp off into the woods or head into the camp? What does Arthur do?
I guess he would, take a little walk around the camp.
Kind of with your head down, but you're still munching on that cookie.
Oh yeah.
Eat the Werthers myself.
Marian and Gerold, what are you doing? You see Arthur skulk off. The camp is quiet now, other than the crackling sounds of the flames of the dark young burning and the acrid smoke in the air. Do you want to inspect the camp for survivors or for anything that can be used?
Yeah, I think that was Gerald's priority.
So
Specifically the survivors.
Yeah, as you walk around the camp, you can see bits and chunks of people. They have been trampled, ripped to pieces, tossed into surrounding trees where they hang impaled on shadowy branches. To view this devastating scene of carnage will provoke a sanity roll. Have you both make a sanity roll?
Oh boy.
Could have seen that one coming. Yes.
Surprise.
Nice.
Whew.
You both pass. You both will lose 1d2 points of sanity. I'll roll that for you. You both lose 1 point of sanity, please. Gerold, that's going to provoke a bout of madness. If you'll roll a 10-sided die and then roll another one, please.
Oh boy.
That is a phobia for Gerold. Let me roll.
That's
on
only the
table.
second one he's picked up now. Oh no, I think the other one was a
It
mania.
was a mania, yeah. Let's. I'll roll on the random table here.
Oh wow, that's a bad one.
Nice. Fear of teeth. So these trees have these mouths, these great maws filled with sharp teeth. So you, for the next 7 rounds, are going to have a fear of teeth. Now, as you're looking around, what really triggers it, it's not those trees, but it's, you see what looks like a skull that's been just pulped into mush, and you can see jutting from the skull several molars, just disjointed. Some of them are cracked and fractured, and you begin to feel your own teeth in your mouth, and you suddenly realize you don't want them in there anymore.
Oh no.
What do you do, Gerold?
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty bad one. I don't really know what you can do about that. He's not a surgeon necessarily.
Give me a
Maybe
luck roll.
after. Oh dear.
Take them out.
Oh, look, you just found a pair of pliers on the ground. There's scattered tools, and here you've got some pliers. What do you do with those pliers, Gerold?
Yeah, well, I think that's fairly clear at this point.
That's going to be a strength roll to put those pliers in your mouth and pull out some teeth.
Can Marian see this and try to intervene?
Yeah, you see him grab these pliers. His hand is shaking. He just puts them right in his mouth, and you can see him squeeze down and start to pull. And he's kind of jerking his head backwards like he's trying to rip a tooth out of his head. You can make a psychology roll, Marian.
Gerold, what you doing? Don't do that.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, you can tell he's in the middle of a bout of madness. He's not himself. If you want to try to talk him down, it's psychoanalysis. You have a 1% in it, but you have talked him down before, so I'm going to give you a bonus die.
Okay.
And you've already rolled a 1%, so you might have another one in you.
Who knows?
Oh my gosh! Do you spend 2 luck?
Wow.
Yeah, let's do it. Spend 2 luck to pass.
How do you talk him out of pulling the teeth out of his head?
I think she kind of like puts her hand over his, like the lead plier hand. I don't know, and kind of like squeezes it gently, and is just like, Gerold, you're gonna want to keep all of your teeth, so let's just take these pliers and keep them far away from your mouth, okay?
And Gerold will probably look at you like, why do I want to keep these teeth? I'll let you role play that, Luke, but that would be your response. She has stopped you from pulling out your teeth, but you might need a little reassurance why that's not a good idea.
Yeah, and like he's letting her guide his hand away, but he's kind of looking at her like, what good have they done me thus? And all I could think of is that the Poe story. And he's just mumbling. He's very clearly insane.
As Marian's talking, trying to calm you, all you see are her white teeth.
Oh no.
Go ahead, Marian.
She's like, well, teeth, they're very good for eating. Smiling, someone, who is high society like you needs to smile. You need that nice smile. And despite what Edgar Allan Poe says, teeth are useful and good.
I think Gerold just kind of looks around at the maimed corpses when you say high society. It's not too, we're a little far away from high society right now, but you have helped greatly.
You just the thought of the ludicrousness of the high society here amongst these pulped bodies. That's what snaps you out of the madness, and you probably look down at your hands and those pliers and wonder, what was I thinking? Like, why would I do that? And it's almost silly to you that such a thought went through your head. Yet moments ago you were ready to rip every tooth out. And we'll see during your next bout of madness if that urge strikes you again. You unconsciously slip those pliers into a pocket as you tell Marian that you feel much better. Now, Millie and Jebediah, you see those two go into the camp. You see Arthur kind of walking around the edge of the camp, just slowly munching on a cookie. What does Millie and Jebediah do?
I think Millie's going to say to Jebediah, now listen, Professor, we need to protect these young ones. We brought them here. We've got to watch for their safety. That electrical shooter thing you've got there, do you think it would work on one of those tree things?
Well, I suspect it would be better than nothing.
Right. Well, let's keep that in mind. And what is with this freezing gun? What sort of defense do we have against that? I don't want that to happen to one of our young ones.
No, definitely not. Although I think our best thing we could do is take the ones that we have here and either destroy them or get rid of them, that the Migo can't reclaim them.
think we need to get word back too. We need to find some way to communicate what's happened here.
Yes, indeed. That would definitely be the best course of action.
So there is a radio here. This is where they've radioed to the farmhouse back and forth.
I think we need to radio out. Not to the sheriff, though. I think we need to go further.
Yes, indeed. If you want to handle that, Jebediah also wants to go around and collect any dog tags that he can find.
Yeah, there's dozens here. And you know as an officer that this was part of your duties, was to collect the tags of fallen soldiers so that their family could be notified.
Right.
Millie.
So yes, I will try to get that to the radio.
You can. It's not hard to find. You see the huge antenna, the whip antenna, up in
Right.
leading up into the sky. And as you go in and look at the radio, you're probably not super familiar with how to operate a radio, but everyone has some familiarity. I mean, how hard can it be? There's a couple of dials and a microphone, and it does have power. There's batteries here that power it, and all you can get through there is static. Now, if you want to try to get something good out of that, it's going to take a mechanical repair roll.
I don't have a very high score in that. Could I perhaps ask one of the youngsters to come with me
Yeah,
and see if they
Marian's
can help?
probably the one to ask for that.
Marian, dear, I'm sure you would be better at this than me. Can you please come and help me?
Yes, sure.
We need to get word out. It turns out that it didn't matter how much firepower we had here, it was not enough. So,
If you want to do a mechanical repair roll, Marian.
Okay, cool.
okay. Oh shit, I just did that.
Oh, that's okay. You might get it. You never know.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't hit the last roll, so.
So, Marian, you get it working, and you start to tune, and it's all static, and then you find a channel where the static changes, and it goes from static to a weird buzzing sound, and you know this sound. This is Migo, and it's almost a rhythmic, pulsing buzz, and it sounds like communication. Do you speak into the microphone?
I get. Yeah, because that would interrupt whatever they're saying, so sure.
What do you say?
I think Marian is just like, whatever you're doing, we will find out. We will stop you.
And as you say that, that buzzing stops, and it's replaced with static. Now there's a list here of all the different frequencies that are in use, and some go back to Brattleboro and other parts, and all of those frequencies is nothing but static.
Oof.
You gave a warning to someone, and that warning seems to have been received. Whatever mechanism they're using to block the outbound transmissions, you're not sure, but you wouldn't put it past the technology of the Migo to be able to do this. And you just go through the channels looking for anyone that's listening, anyone that's receiving, and it's nothing but static. And that's where we will pause for a break.
That's the end of that idea then.
Let's.
It's a good idea.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying it was a good idea.
A great idea. Yeah, great idea. So we'll pause for a quick break here. Before we do, we're going to find all sorts of weapons in here. So if anyone has any particular weapons that they're after, we can go ahead and make that happen. So for now, let's go ahead and pause, and we will be back in just a few minutes.
Cool.
from the evil goblin. I ignore all the signs of impending danger, because I'm a fighter and not some crappy ranger. 47 hit points and a high dexterity, 17 for strength. Kobolds are afraid of me, crafted from numbers on living paper. I escape from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice, and my fate is unspoken. I locate the lair, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth, bards tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. I win in a battle, you win foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice, and my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion, I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I roll 20. The dragon goes down, the DM no bloody. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern, where my mighty tale unfolds. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice, and my fate is unspoken. The king he honored me with the mighty crossbow. It's blessed by the elves, he said. I thank him and I go. The life of a
All right, I am back.
Hello.
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 Hello. Once we get, looks like Henrik unmuted. Once we get Alex back, we'll be ready to go. So if there are any weapons that you want to obtain here, there's a list. Let me find the handout.
I was going to ask if there was a list, because I wouldn't know
Yeah, there's
what
a
weapons there even
list.
are.
Let me find it. Handout 14. I'll share this with you. So hopefully that will be of some use. Alex, are you back with us?
Oh, yes.
Excellent, excellent. So I just shared a list of the equipment that you might find here. It's handout number 14. There's a lot of stuff, anything that you want to pick up. The main things will probably be like the electric torches, flashlights or lanterns. There's miscellaneous tools, which would be like the pliers that Luke has in his pocket, or that Gerold has in his pocket. As well as the armory, if you want some of the 303 British rifles, the 45 revolvers, submachine guns, flare guns, hand grenades, anything like that.
Well, we didn't try hand grenades on them.
That's
Right.
true. That's true.
Oh, actually,
yeah.
didn't we blow something up in the house?
Did we?
Trying to think.
The Federated Oil and Chemical people tried hand grenades on them, and it did seem to have some effect, but much like, or not enough to destroy that dark young. Not quite like fire did.
Great. Well, there are still drums of gasoline here. I look around. Is there a wheelbarrow or anything where we could take some gasoline with us?
There are smaller cans you could take, probably like a gallon can, roughly 4 liters, that you could carry. It'd weigh probably 10 pounds or so, like 4 kilos, if you wanted to carry some cans of gasoline. There's kerosene for lanterns, or there is gasoline for generators and vehicles.
Gasoline lanterns would be quite good if we've got them lit. We could throw them at
Absolutely.
the dark young, preferably after we've thrown gasoline on them.
Absolutely.
Because she would also just like to reload her Derringer, just rummage around in her carpet bag and get that reloaded.
I'll make sure everyone's stuff is reloaded here. Anything additional that anyone wants to grab?
Yeah, I mean, Joe would want to stock up on ammo because he went through it pretty quick. He's already got one of their rifles he came into town with it. Maybe like if you could just find like a utility knife, or if there's any kind of knife might be useful
Yeah,
just
let me
for utility purposes. But
get you a knife.
Yeah, I
cutting
think
out-
that's a very good idea.
I do have knives on here.
It seemed to succumb quite quickly when I pistol whipped it. I think perhaps hitting it with things, or perhaps stabbing it, might be better than the guns. I don't know why they don't work very well.
maybe there's a fire axe around the house. Who knows?
Oh, yes, definitely. Maybe they were splitting wood for the campsite here, perhaps?
There are actually some axes, if you want an
Ooh.
axe. Who wants to pick up an axe?
Millie.
Nice.
Just a question. Did it seem that this team in the woods that we weren't really filled in on, did they have anything that wasn't on our list?
No. Seems like everything here is on the list. Seems like they were not keeping anything from you.
So, I guess the question is, are we fleeing back to the town, or are we going forward would be our part of our duty here? I don't know.
Well, the old
could
widow,
save
Imelda Cratchit, she and along with 2 of the other personnel at the farmhouse were captured taken by that dark young, do you go in pursuit of them?
We may find them alive because if they were being taken for the ritual, they may still be alive, and we can go and get them before it gets dark.
There's a good chance you could. Well, it is nighttime, but you could go track that dark young. It leaves pretty huge prints in the ground.
Think we should.
It's the right thing to do, but we did barely survive one of them.
I wonder how many there would be. I mean, did Amigo keep a lot of them, or have we met the only one?
So there has been no mention of the dark young with any of the information from Michael Abelard and Federated Oil and Chemical. They had no idea that was even associated with the Amigo. They were not aware of that. Clearly, they were unprepared for it.
And I feel that the Migo were somewhat squishy. I think I might pop a couple of hand grenades in my cardigan pockets.
Nice. Let me have Arthur give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll. You don't know why the Dark Young might have anything to do with the Migo.
Can I push it?
You can push that. Oh, wow. Okay. In your studies, you have learned that the Dark Young are the dark spawn of Shub-Niggurath, and that Shub-Niggurath is likely the deity worshipped by the cult in Cobb's Corners. And you recall hearing from someone that the cult may have allies that are not of this earth, and that perhaps this is a representative of the cult, and the Migo are worshippers much like the children in Cobb's Corners. And maybe this is a larger part of something. Or the Migo are a smaller part of something even larger. Which would make sense if there is going to be a sacrifice, that the Migo would go in search, or that the Dark Young would go in search of sacrificial victims that the Migo could present at the altar.
Maybe then that we won't see another one. Think I shall bring some gasoline anyway.
Nice. To track the Dark Young that took away Imelda Cratchit and the others, that would take a tracking roll. If anyone wants to attempt that, you can have a bonus die because it leaves really big tracks. It's very easy to see.
Do I have tracking? Is it? Oh, there it is, right at the bottom. I'm peering at the ground. I'm like, well, there's footsteps everywhere. Using my glasses, trying to hold them in and out. Any of you very good at tracking? Perhaps not Arthur.
I don't think anyone has ever put any points into tracking.
Yeah, I don't think.
Actually, Marian has 11. Marian's probably better than anyone. Can anyone beat 11?
I can help Marian. I got a 10, and I will help Marian.
Take an extra bonus die. So 2 bonus die on the tracking roll.
2 bonus die? Ooh.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, you missed it by 2. Do you want to spend 2 luck, or you can push it, but then you can't spend the luck?
Let's spend 2 luck.
Nice. You're just free and loose with the luck nowadays, aren't you?
I know. I was like, well, here we go.
Yeah, you spot the tracks with Billy's help, and as you follow them, it leads through the through the sugar maple forest and over towards Broken Hill. And I've got a map here. Let me find the map. So it leads from, you are at F, which is the farmhouse, and it's leading over here kind of to the west towards Broken Hill. And Marian, this is where you did your survey that last day. It's where you and the professor and I think Gerold was chased away by the Migo there, and it captured the other students that were there. The tracks seem to lead in that direction. And it takes some time to follow these tracks, but it's easy to do because it's so large. And as you near Broken Hill, there's a few white pines that dot the hillside, along with other various bushes and vegetation. It's easy to see that dark young from here as it slowly ambles up towards the hill. You also notice with your successful track roll that it must be injured, because here and there are patches of this oily, greasy residue that could be blood or some sort of life essence that's leaking out of it. This thing again took some damage before, but you can see it from here, and it seems to be guarding a particular clump of bushes. If Gerold, if you want to make a spot hidden roll, you might have the youngest and best eyes, meaning you're the only one that doesn't wear glasses. We'll see if you can what you can see here.
Oh dear.
Well, maybe you should have glasses. You can push that roll if you like.
Yeah, everyone's doing so good. I think he'd want to prove himself after his recent episode. Oh dear.
Not so good. You can't quite see what that dark young might be standing near, but it's definitely guarding something. You don't see the three prisoners in its arms, but it looks like it may lead up to some sort of clearing in the brush. Now, Marian, you spent some time here. Give me your metallurgy roll. Your metalworking, smithing.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah.
Nice. You got exactly what you needed. So this is, you can see tailings that have been pushed out from near these brush. You know this must be a mine, because there's tailings. There's bits of scree that have been pulled out of a cave and dumped out here. There's a cave or an opening, perhaps a mine there. And you know that you did a survey up here, and there was likely other bits of survey work being done. And you wonder if this is why Robert Blaine brought you here. And then that was the night when the Migo attacked. Maybe he was orchestrating your capture, which did not come to fruition. But clearly there is a mine or a cave that this Dark Young is guarding.
Oh. Interesting. I think Marian turns to the group and is like, we didn't know it at the time, but it looks like there might be a mine. Probably full of that, oh man, above the table. What was the metal called again?
Pasqualium.
Pasqualium. Could be full of Pasqualium.
Well, do we think we need to go down into it? Do we think we want to get some of the Pasqualium?
Well, it's possible that that's where the 3 prisoners have been taken. Because the
Well, we
tracks
definitely
only
need
lead
to
up to here. It didn't go anywhere else but up to here.
Well, we need to go down then.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if this is the only way out, we could also, once we've freed them, try and collapse the entrance with those grenades.
Ooh.
Very good idea. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Shall we try to sneak?
Yeah, there's a small matter of getting past this dark young.
Oh, yes. Okay.
How do you
Very
propose to do that?
I could do... Oh, no, hang on. That's for me go. I do have that spell, but I think it may not attract the dark young.
Now
Could we make a noise in the woods?
Someone has a book. We tried to learn it, but it didn't come through. I think, does Arthur, do you have that book?
Gerold.
Gerold, do you want to try to learn that spell that has the bind dark young? Is that the one I'm thinking
Well,
of?
that's why he's in the state he's in. So someone else wants to do that. I guess Gerold learned the language, which helps. But yeah, that's why he's insane. So.
Oh yeah. So to learn the spell, you wouldn't lose any sanity just to learn it. You just need to make a hard intelligence roll.
I have an intelligence of 85.
To cast it would
Millie.
cost you 1 point of sanity, but if you bind it, then you could just walk right past it.
I think if nobody else would like to do it, I think that's would be a great job for Millie. So,
Absolutely.
right then, pass me the book.
And you're going to have to translate some of the reading for her. So, or the writing for her. Millie, give me an intelligence roll. You need a hard success.
Oh, boy.
Critical success. Okay.
Damn.
Perfect timing.
Let me dump this spell on your character. Did it not go onto your character? There we go. Okay, to cast a spell for the first time, Millie, you have to pass a hard power roll, and you can push it. Once you've done that once you've successfully cast a spell once, you never have to do that again. But the first time you cast, you do need to make a hard power roll.
Right, where is power?
So it's the POW, the POW on your attributes.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, she's pretty good.
Yeah, she's got a pretty good chance of succeeding here. So that is a regular success. You can spend 21 luck, or you can push it. If you push it, the spell still goes off, but something bad will happen.
I might use I think I have enough luck just. I have 22 luck. I think she's going to do it.
Leave you with 1 point.
Yep. I think it's the perfect time to do that.
Perfect.
Ooh, 1 luck.
This spell, let's see. So to bind, does this have this on here? Where's the details? It costs you 1 sanity point, and let me see the description. So it's not a command. So binding and summoning are 2 sides of the same coin. Sometimes they're learned as one spell, sometimes not. You must spend a round chanting before it can be bound. For the spell to take effect, you must succeed on an opposed power roll with the target. Each cast costs you 1 sanity point. A binding only works on 1 creature at a time. You can also invest a number of magic points equal to 1/5 of the summoned creature's power to gain a bonus die on the opposed power roll to bind the monster. So, let's do the math here real quick. So, the power, so this has a 90, so 1/5 of 90 is, let's see, half is 45, so is 9. No, that would be 10. Is 18. So
I do not have 18 magic points.
You can do this in conjunction with someone else. Someone else could donate 3. Maybe Gerold would be perfect for this. That would give you a bonus die on your opposed power roll. So let me dump a point of sanity off of you.
I already took one off,
Oh,
but I
well-
might have taken one off. Like if I had to learn the spell and lose one, then
No. So let me put that one back on there. There we go. And then I'm going to take all your magic points off. And Gerold, do you want to take 3 magic points off? You regenerate these 1 per hour, so you'll get them back for sure. And now, Millie, I need you to make a power roll with a bonus die. And I will roll for the Dark Young.
a bonus die. Oh, that's a good number.
Oh, okay, you just need to succeed.
Yes!
Millie, how do you bind this Dark Young?
So she's still sort of hiding in the trees, and she's muttering her way to herself. She's got Gerold next to her, and she's like looking at him to make sure she's getting it right as she does it, because he's the one that could read it. And then she sends out this binding, and it looks like yarn. So it almost looks like her knitting. So something that looks like knitting yarn comes out and flows around it ever so gently before it even notices it's happening, and then it just pulls tight and holds it.
And as it holds it, it seems content, like if you swaddle a baby, how it just gets quiet and seems to enjoy that. And this Dark Young just kind of draws in on itself and begins to lean forward, immobilized. You don't know how long this will last, but you can get past it now.
People, let's go.
As you approach, you can see there is indeed an opening to a cave. It's clearly too small for the Dark Young to enter. It's about 6 feet in diameter. But once you are inside the entrance, the tunnel slopes downward at a 45-degree angle for several feet before opening up into the actual mine. There are no lights, but thankfully you have broad illumination. The tunnel goes on for a long time, roughly 5 miles, 8 kilometers. It takes you over an hour to walk at a brisk pace down this mine. At this end, it's a naturally formed cave complex, which has been expanded. As you get a little further into the mine, I'm going to take us to a new map. It opens up into something very organized. And clearly advanced technology has formed these corridors. They are uniformly 25 feet in height and width, large enough to accommodate large machinery. Almost all of the corridors bore through solid granite, and the floors of many are perforated by 19-foot or 6-meter squares cut hundreds of meters deep. So you can see some of these big squares along the pathways here. You're not sure the purpose of those. They're quite large and quite deep. As you follow the natural caves for a time, you come to this organized area. It does seem to be quiet in here. You don't hear sounds of machinery. You don't hear sounds of Migo or movement. But we're going to spend some time just exploring. Now, I'm not going to go room by room what we see, because it's all just vast, and the best idea is to think of it as just a huge complex, a place of frightening wonder, excited trepidation, and a deep sense of fear. But there are a few key rooms. And the first one you come to, before you even arrive, there's a fetid odor, like sour milk, that pervades the corridors. And for help, let me just pull our tokens out on here, just to make it easier, in case you need to access your character sheet. But you get this smell of sour milk coming from one of these rooms. And the chamber is quite huge. Dominating the center is a crude sculpture, somehow defying gravity and hovering over a circle of 5 standing stones. This sculpture does not have any sort of artistic expression. Concepts of beauty and art must be incomprehensible to the Mi-Go. This is so poorly depicted, you're not sure what it is that you might be seeing. But Arthur, you got a critical success on your... did you get a critical success on your Cthulhu Mythos roll? No, I think you spent a point of luck to make it a...
I think I pushed it.
Oh, you pushed it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make another. But then didn't you get a critical success?
Yeah.
Okay. You recognize what this sculpture is. This sculpture is a interpretation of a description you read in one of Henry Armitage's books. This is a sculpture of Shub-Niggurath, the goat of the woods, the mother of 1,000 young. The room has a tarry substance on the floor, making the ground sticky to walk upon. Whatever this goo might be, you shudder to think what the purpose is. And this is this large room here. The standing stones are about 5 feet or 1.5 meters high and are covered in writing, not unlike that of those Mi-Go discs that Gerold has. And there are unnerving depictions of crudely drawn mouths, eyes, and what could be tentacles. And Gerold, if you want to try to read that, that is the Mi-Go language. Do you have that skill?
He does, yeah. He's not great at it, but probably actually one of the best in the world when you think about it. So. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, goodness.
Brilliant.
Excellent. So you can tell that these stones are dedicated to the summoning of Shub-Niggurath. That these must be similar to the ones that the professor and Arthur found at Alexander Kuzra's farm. And does anyone have science geology? If not, I'll have Marian do... Or actually, anyone can do natural world as well. If no one has science geology.
No geology, no.
Let's have everyone...
Got 10.
I do have pretty good natural world. So.
Anyone that wants to can go ahead and roll that. Oh, Jebediah missed. And anyone can push. If everyone fails a pushed roll, something negative will happen. There we go. Millie, you know these stones are of extraterrestrial origin. These are not of this earth. There's something about these stones that defies anything that you have read in the various geology books at the library.
Yes, I do have rather good astronomy as well. So.
Oh, give me an astronomy roll.
This is made of star stuff.
That's like a pretty progressive opinion for the day, probably.
Yes.
So, Millie, there are depictions on some of these stones of stars, and you recognize these patterns. And one of the stars must be Aldebaran, which is the eye of Taurus the bull, and it almost looks like a map. Like there are directions on these stones for something in the vicinity of Aldebaran.
I think this is their map home, perhaps.
In fact, Marian, you and Gerold, you saw a gate early on. Your friend John Jeffries had been fused to that gate, a gate to the Dreamlands. Perhaps this is a gate to other locales as well.
Perhaps we can send them home with their tails between their legs.
That would be nice. I think rather they want to come here in force.
Oh, do you think perhaps we should stop that from happening? Maybe dynamite? Any chance?
We have hand grenades.
Yes, we do.
Now, if you do this, it will make a lot of noise and will likely attract various things that might be in here to your location. I'm not going to tell you that you can't do it, but just that would be an unintended consequence.
Do you think that if we scratched out something, like, is there anything that we could do to it that wouldn't be noisy that would perhaps stop it from working, or is that just merely a bit of art on it? So,
make an occult roll.
my occult is not good, but I could say to Arthur, "Come on, Arthur, dear, come over here."
Yeah, Arthur's really good at this one. Let's have Arthur do an
what do you
occult roll
think?
as well.
What do you think, son? Come on, have a look. Yeah.
You look at this and you know that symbols, sigils, these are things of power, whether they are written on flesh like a tattoo, or scrawled on parchment and burned, or chiseled into stone. But there is power within these arcane symbols, and that to deface them would likely, or to change them would alter their purpose and would likely render this inoperable.
Oh, I wonder if we just altered it slightly, whether we could send them somewhere completely different. Or into a black hole or something.
Well, Millie, give me another astronomy roll. If you can get a hard success, you might be able to know what stars to put on there to send them into Cygnus X1 or into the center of the galaxy. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So you know what changes you could make to this to send them into the heart of Sagittarius and into the center of the galaxy. It was just going to take a crafting roll to get that on there. If anyone has stone working or anything similar to that.
I don't, but I could be pointing. So, right, if you just scratch this one out and perhaps make a divot there.
I would let Millie's metalworking and smithing, you would need a hard success, since it is not stone working, but it's similar.
Millie or someone else? I don't
sorry,
have that.
no, Millie, Marian.
Okay, no bonus die, right?
No bonus
Just
die.
straight roll.
Roll, need a hard success.
It's almost a 2.
Almost. You can push it. If you fail this pushed roll, it's going to... You don't know where it's going to lead them to.
Well, it'll still take them somewhere else.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. You did
good luck.
the best you could with... I mean, you didn't have stoneworking tools. You basically used your knife and did the best you could. You don't know where this will go, but somewhere in the universe, someone's in for a rude awakening. So,
Yeah, let's
as
hope
long
it
as
goes
it's not
somewhere where
here,
there aren't.
yeah.
Yes, and hopefully where there aren't any people of any kind.
So part of your mission here from Federated Oil and Chemical is to find out where the Migo make a base. This is it. To stop them from coming here. This might do it, but there's still all the Migo here. We need to get rid of them somehow.
Good. Right, on we go. Nice and quiet. Like as if we're in a library.
Ooh. Give me a stealth roll, and only one person needs to make this.
Ooh, who's best? Jared's only got a 20.
I got a 22.
I have a 54.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Arthur is as quiet as a mouse in the pantry.
Tippy toe.
Go, Arthur.
So Arthur, with practiced skill, again, like he's sneaking down at midnight into the pantry, he goes around these corners and around the bends, moving quietly and directing traffic. You come upon a few other rooms. One of the next one must be a supply room. Each, and there's likely many of these. These rooms vary in size. Some contain crates that are open, some that are loose, some that are closed. Many of these things seem to be strange bioorganic machine parts that have no earthly analogy. Some look more like organs covered in a slimy film, others like dried seed husks from which tendrils emerge when touched. And despite the strange array of alien components, there are several items here that may be of interest. There is human clothing of various types in neatly packaged and transparent containers, several $1,000s in various currencies, a range of potentially useful items like flashlights, wigs, and other tools. Clearly this is a room where they have been preparing their agents to go out into human society.
Well, I did think Amanda's hair looked rather strange. I pop a bit of the cash in my carpet bag.
Right?
Just a few $1,000s in here.
Yeah, here we go. We will share this out later. I think we've earned a little something.
Into another room, and this is of particular import to Millie, this large room must be a library. It holds the accumulated knowledge of this race. A huge room, 300 feet long by 30 feet wide and 180 feet in height. This might be like this big room right here, whose shelves were created by cutting away slabs of rock. There is a strange pink purplish goo hanging from the ceiling with various pseudopods that reach out to these different shelves. There are many long and tuberous tentacles that dangle down and afford almost a bit of dim lighting as well. This is a sentient organic thing on the ceiling. But there are many books and discs, like those Migo discs, and other items here that have been accumulating for quite some time.
Well, a fellow librarian, but I don't think I want to have a conversation about library lenders right now.
Yeah, do you go into that library?
I look at the others.
Clearly there is something on the ceiling that is living.
Maybe you should keep moving.
Would love to spend days in there, but I don't think we should.
Is there, just quickly, a lexicon of some sort, something we could quickly grab and take with us?
Give me a luck roll.
Without the live thing seen.
Oh, just missed it by 3. There is, but it's likely buried deep in the library. There's nothing right here near the entrance. But they would for sure have some sort of like a Rosetta Stone to encode human language into the Migo language to help to teach their various human agents the Migo tongue and for them to learn the human language as well. But there's nothing here nearby. You would have to get in deeper to try and find something like that.
Does it look like its tentacles would go all the way to the edges of the room? I mean, I presume they would, because then that can get to every shelf, right?
Yeah, it does look like, in fact, this thing is huge. Just a great bulbous slime hanging from the ceiling. The tentacles reach all through the room like the spines of a sea urchin. Or the web of some horrid, vast spider.
Those last words were enough for Tina to go, Millie, backs away gently. Perhaps later.
Yeah, that is a reasonable call.
Continuing on, you find some rooms, maybe like these ones over here. These rooms are filled with racks of trays covered in a pale, almost transparent fungus. There is a smell of rotting flesh that permeates this room. And a science biology, if anyone has one, you could make a roll here.
No, I don't think so. Oh, well, I've got 5, I guess.
Same.
Well, do you want to spend the luck on that one?
No.
You're not sure what the purpose of this could be. Anyone else want to try a biology roll before we move on?
You can try.
Oh, Millie, you missed it by 1.
No, and I don't think she's got even a single. She's got 1 luck point left. What happens when you use all
Do
your luck
you
points?
just die on the spot?
No,
like
you're just out of luck.
I'm gonna use the luck point then.
Nice.
it does seem perfect.
It does. Oh, hang on. It's not suggesting I could do that.
Oh, it probably doesn't want you to run out of luck, but I will let you run out of luck if you choose to.
I'm happy to. Her luck's been good so far. She's still here with them. She killed one by hitting it with her pistol.
There, I'll put you at 0 here. Science biology. Let me click that for you. Perfect. This fungus is likely food. It's likely edible, even though it smells really bad. You recall something because it was actually traumatic for you, that interview with the Migo that Sarah Matherson did in Detroit, and you listened to the recording of that. I think we even have a handout of it. I think it's 16. Yeah, 16 is the handout. 16 is the interview, and
It kept saying it was hungry and they wouldn't feed it.
yeah, they tried to feed it and it wouldn't eat whatever was being offered.
Could I safely cut a little piece and put it into a sample bag or something?
Absolutely.
But if we get out of here, they will want to see this.
As you continue on, you come to a room with several, or it's a series of rooms that have several transparent tubes, each filled with pinkish fluid. This pink broth is almost like amniotic fluid, and these tubes contain representatives of species that the Migo have encountered on this world and others. Humans, bears, snakes, fish, and so on all sleep away the ages, unaware that the Migo occasionally perform experiments on them, placing them back in their prisons when finished, or sometimes back into the world at large. Many of these things look absolutely horrendous, things that you have never seen before on this earth. At the base of each tube is a plaque written in Migo script, likely providing a description of each of the captives. To free them would require significant time and effort. You can't see any way to get into these containers. There's no lid on the top or anything like that. But if you wanted to, that is possible. Another room nearby has a series of metal cylinders in the circular rooms. That's probably this room right here. And carved niches within the walls hold individual cylinders, and strewn about the floor are numerous cables. Many cylinders are connected to one another with a single cable, allowing whatever's in these things to potentially communicate. Many of them are labeled as well. And Arthur, give me a spot hidden roll, please. some of these names are people that you have heard of throughout your life. Some famous authors are listed here. There are also others that you recognize. One in particular says Jason Trent. And this jar would hold maybe a gallon. You have seen one of these jars before, one of these canisters, when you tried to stop Terrence Laszlo in the science annex when you found that electric gun and they asked you to leave. They had a jar in there, and then later Professor Learmonth was found dead with his brain missing. This jar does have a hatch on the top. You could unhatch this and look in.
Okay. Sure. I think I know what I'm gonna find in there.
You open the hatch and it's filled with this pink broth, but inside you see the unmistakable appearance of a human brain. As you look down at it, you hear a buzzing sound.
Oh.
And then a few clicks, and then you hear a voice say, "Hey, Arthur. It's been a long time, my friend.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Do you still have my journal?"
Jason, is that you?
"Yes. I live here now. Arthur, you would love it here. Do you want to join me? I can make the arrangements."
No, Jason. Oh, I mean, what is this? Like, where are you?
"I don't know where my body is, but this is my consciousness, my brain, my intelligence. I will live forever now, Arthur. The Migo are scientists. They do research. They explore. They've already taken me to a few places that I never thought I would ever see. Have you seen the black tides on Pluto? Could you imagine the incredible vistas to be seen on Aldebaran? If you want, I can let them know that you're willing to come with me."
I'm not willing, Jason. This isn't right.
What's not right about it? You know what's wrong is all the people that make fun of people like you and I. They don't understand. Just because we don't play sports, just because we like to read and do more esoteric things, they mock us and tease us. The Migo would never tease you, Arthur.
But Jason, they're hurting people. They took your brain from your body, and now you'll never live your life again.
But I'm living now, aren't I?
I don't know what this type of living is, but I don't want it.
Do you mean to say you don't want it for me either?
I mean, I would never wish this for you.
Do you intend me harm?
You were my friend, Jason.
We're still friends, Arthur. Do you intend me harm?
Of course I don't, Jason.
Because I'm literally in your hands right now.
Ew.
I can see you through special visors. There are machines in this room that allow me to see. I see you and the professor, Marian, Gerold, and that older woman. I've seen her at the library before, too. Arthur, someone's coming.
Jason, I'm glad I could talk with you one last time. And then I'll put him back in the canister.
You hear footsteps coming down the hallway. Not the insect-like sounds of the Migo claws upon the stone, but hard-soled shoe prints.
It's going to be an ally. Can we hide behind Jason?
Or hide behind Arthur.
Dude.
No. I mean, is there anywhere in the room we could hide?
Let me have Marian give me a spot hidden roll.
Yes.
Nice. You see a man moving towards you. He seems to be alone. And as he's walking towards you, you get a smell in the air. You've smelled this before. You smelled it when you found Robert Blaine's dead body. And you try to remember, what was that? What was that smell? And then it comes to you as you see Terence Laszlo walk into the hallway.
Oh.
And he says, well, I didn't think I'd find you here, not with your bodies intact. I think it's time you accept your fate. And we're going to move into initiative.
Ooh.
Does anyone have a gun drawn?
Yeah, I think Joe probably was holding his. We went in here prepared.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps just my Derringer.
Now, Arthur and Marian, you remember he was not easy. Arthur, you attempted a spell against him, and he basically just crushed you.
Yeah.
Gerold, you're up first. You see Terence Laszlo. He says, Gerold, my friend, you and I are not so different. I can show you true power, not the power that your benefactor or my father promises, but true universal power over everyone that crawls along this planet like bugs.
Ooh, and I think Gerald wouldn't. He might say, you speak quite a different tune than last we met, and then I think he would just shoot him.
Nice.
Gerald doesn't know that this guy is like magical as hell.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, goodness.
All right.
He has
Okay.
hated this guy for some time, so that feels good.
That is going to be an impaling strike. Is this with your... What weapon did you have?
The rifle.
The rifle.
The
Roll
Lian, whatever.
Roll 2d6.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, whoops, I didn't roll it right, I guess.
That's okay. Wow, that's going to be 20 points of damage. Let me...
Jeez.
Okay, he's gonna blow some magic points on this. Let's see. He's gonna have to do 5 points of strength. He's gonna need 10 magic points for this. You fire, and he holds up his hand, and you see the bullet suddenly stop in front of his hand, and it's still rotating. And then he casts his hand to the side, and the bullet clatters harmlessly on the ground in front of you.
Uh-oh.
I am far more powerful than when we first met at the McLaren farmhouse. In fact, you might say I'm a different person than I was before. Jebediah, you're up next.
Well, would I have, or would I be able to just charge up to him and hit him with the handle of my revolver?
Sure. You're more than welcome to try.
He's probably got like 800 dodge.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Nice. Let's see. So he's going to fight back. He's going to need an extreme success. Oh, no. Okay. He just got a regular success. To club him with your pistol, let me look up your damage bonuses. It's going to be 1d3 plus 1d4. Points of damage. Nice. And he staggers backwards. And you can see blood trickling down his forehead. Millie.
I shoot him between the eyes.
Nice.
If I possibly can. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me be good and target him. Okay.
Nice. Roll damage. That shot gets through.
Just keep shooting, young ones. I'm pretty sure he can't stop them all.
Well, now it's his turn. Okay. This is going to be... Let me roll a 1d5. It's going to be on Jebediah. So Jebediah, you need to make a power roll. And you need to beat what he rolls at the level of success. So you matched it. So tie goes to him. You turn and look, and you see that Millie, Marian, Arthur, and Gerold, they're all German soldiers.
Oh no.
And you're not in a tunnel, you're in a trench, and these German soldiers have just come into your side of the trench, and you can see Gerold standing next to you is holding a rifle.
That British rifle of his, yes.
I spent 11 left
Sorry,
to get my hard success. I spent 11 left.
Oh,
to
you
get
spent
my
11 left? Oh,
success.
okay. Never mind. You see that for a moment, and then you blink a few times, and you see Gerold looking at you like, Professor, what is going on? Marian, your turn.
Okay. I have this spell, Woeful Agony of the Wretched, and I'm gonna cast on him to try to keep him still.
Excellent. So this one is... It's an opposed power roll with the target. Let's see. It's going to cost you 1 sanity point and 3 magic points. Let me go ahead and take those off. And then if you want to make a power roll...
Yeah.
And I'll make one for him as well. Nice. So you got
He is
hard
quite powerful.
Yeah, his POW skill is 110, 110%.
What?
Ooh. Okay. You exceeded.
Yeah.
So with your spell, with
Get
Woeful
wrecked.
Agony of the Wretched, you... Let me look at the description. It will temporarily incapacitate a single target. Intense racking pain seize him. Face and hands blister and drip fluid. The eyes cloud with blood and become temporarily sightless. He's rendered completely helpless. It lasts for 1d6 rounds. For 3 rounds. Nice. So he is essentially incapacitated. Nice. Let's go to Arthur.
I don't know.
Is this your chance to get revenge on Terrence?
It could be, yeah.
He is the one who's been looking down on you.
I guess I'll also use a spell.
Oh, you do have a shotgun.
That is true. I guess I'll just use a shotgun then.
Or a knife. Or you could use a spell. Whatever you're content with.
He's being bound, so it should be easy.
Yeah. I was going to give you an additional bonus die. Roll a 10-sided die for me. That's not going to help. If you want to spend 11 luck, that'll be a pass.
Sure.
That might drop you below your 30 to save your life.
Well,
But it's poetic
I think we
justice.
should get this guy while we
Okay.
have him, so...
Then click on roll damage. Arthur, how do you do it?
While he's bound by Marian's spell, I'll take out my shotgun and take aim, and then I'll say, who's really the most powerful now? And then I'll shoot him right between the eyes.
Ooh.
Dang.
And then Arthur smirks.
He hits the ground, blood pooling out of his head wound. And then you hear a voice say, Arthur, that's not like you.
I've changed, Jason.
So you have. Maybe you're not fit to travel where the Migo would take you. I think I should let them know that you're here in their base.
Oh my god.
Are you really my friend, Jason? Were you ever my friend? Because if you were, you wouldn't do this to us.
Ooh, lean into that just a little bit. Can you share something between the two of you that happened that maybe you can, like when you guys first met, was there something that, like a moment that the two of you shared? Do you remember? It's been a while.
Jason, me and you know, we've never been the most cool or popular, and you know, meeting you, I finally had a friend and someone that I could trust. And would you really give that up for this new life? I mean, you're not even really living, are you?
Well, I am alive, but I can only go where they take me. What are you suggesting, Arthur?
This isn't right, Jason, and I think you know that. So don't turn us in. We're trying to do the right thing, and I know that once the person you were, you would try to help us.
Give me a persuade roll. Your survival may hinge on this roll.
That's great.
No pressure. Do you push it?
Yeah.
Or spend the 15 luck? Well, here we go with the push.
Oh my gosh, you're joking.
He says, no. I think you've left me with no choice.
But you
Shoot
do
him in the
have a
brain.
choice, Jason. You do have a choice.
Now, you can still see his canister with his brain in it. And he says, no, Arthur, I don't think there is a choice.
Can I hurry and take his brain out? Jason, I really don't want to do this. You're my friend, but...
It may take a little time to get over there. Does someone with a gun want to try and shoot that canister?
Totally.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone with a gun wants to shoot him.
That'd be funny. It's like a firing squad.
Anyone that wants to shoot, go ahead and shoot.
Oh, dear.
Why not? Might as well try. Ooh.
I can't be out of ammo again.
Let's-
How many bullets do you have in a Derringer?
Well, a Derringer's only a little single shot. It's just a little,
Okay.
like a little lady's gun.
Then I shall have to use my automatic. Is that okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You pull out your Tommy gun and just fire it.
That would be so funny. But I don't think I had it in my hand.
Real
So.
Pulp Fiction, yeah.
Nice. And then those that succeeded Go ahead and click on the roll damage, and for you, Jebediah, click on whatever the damage of your weapon is. 1d10. So let's see.
Jeez.
That's a lot of damage. We've got 10, 14, 8 is 22. Okay, had 20 points. The canister explodes from gunfire, and Jason Trent's brain matter is spattered up against the wall. His last words before the electric signal leaves his brain, he says, "Wait, Arthur." And then it goes quiet.
Too late, Jason.
Sucks to be you. The gunshots resound and echo through this passageway. You know that despite your attempts to silence Jason, anything in the immediate area is going to know that something just happened.
On, people. Let's go.
Now there are, so in addition to those big square pits, there are these little round, they look like cookies. They are grates that lead down, probably drains or something like that. You can already hear buzzing sounds coming from down this passageway and this passageway.
Oh, well, I think we may have to go down, people. This is going to make such a mess of my knickerbockers.
Let me have Millie give me an intelligence roll. Oh, you took a sample of that fungus that was the food.
I did.
And you recall that the Migo that was being interrogated was hungry. It was starving. It had not been able to eat. And it could not eat anything terrestrial. They tried to give it food it couldn't eat. You wonder if perhaps the Migo in this base rely on that food that you found for sustenance. And if you were to remove or destroy that, they may starve out. And you may take care of the Migo in Cobb's corners in one fell swoop.
I pass that on to the others. Do we have to go back on our tracks then?
Although there are the Migo that supposedly live in the Himalayas, who knows if they could simply replenish this outpost.
Well, you
I had wondered about that.
Gate.
Yes. When we change the gate, is this the only gate? But in the meantime, there's voices, there's footsteps coming. I don't think we should stay here. Are we going down, or are we just going to bolt? Quickly now.
What do you do? Do you bolt? You can go down one of those drains. You can try to run out the way you came, but you don't know if you'll be found.
We still haven't found the people, though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You could press in a little further and see what you can find.
Well, press on then.
Yes, that was the goal. Find the survivors, maybe shut down the facility.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me grab this one. And the encounter. Just past the brain cylinder storage room, you find something else. You find a room obscured by a roiling green gas. You can see through it, and it looks as though there are metal tables with straps beyond this room. Peering in there, you see there are more of these cylinders that would hold brains, but there are also, it looks like a body laying on one of those tables. You'll have to get through that green vapor to go and investigate. That's going to take a constitution roll.
Has anybody come across this green vapor before?
Give me a medicine roll, if anyone wants to make a medicine roll. I don't know if anyone's skilled at all in medicine.
No.
1.
Gerald's a first aid guy, not a medicine guy.
You can do a first aid.
Oh, I can do a first aid.
Try. Well, I could
Oh, you
always
missed it
spend
by
one.
1, Gerald. You want to spend a point of luck?
I think I will, yes.
This looks to be some sort of antibacterial mister. Now, they didn't have things like antibiotics back at this time, but they knew about cleanliness. And you suspect that this is to keep out any pathogens that might get in here. So this is likely harmless, although it could wreak havoc with your intestinal system if you inhale this gas. But it's likely like a decontamination gas.
Right. Well, I don't think it's necessarily designed to harm any of us, but it may have adverse effects. I'm not very hearty. I don't know if I would go in, but if you're strong, if you've got a good immune system, you should be fine.
Do you head in?
Put my cardigan sleeve over my face. I'm breathing through my cardigan and head in there.
Nice. When you go in, you see a couple of things. You see Imelda Cratchit. You see Dr. Sarah Matherson. And Professor David Drake. You also see more of the Migo. These do not look to be like the warrior type. These look more studious. They don't have those little gun weapons, but they have scalpels in their hands and various of those containers. They're clearly going to they're here to do experiments on the 3 prisoners. And you can see that David Drake, the skin from the top of his head has already been removed, and one of these Migo scientists is cutting through his cranium. There are 2 tubes that have been shoved up his nose to keep him alive while this takes place. And Imelda Cratchit and Sarah Matherson are just laying motionless on the table as though incapacitated.
I shoot the one that's going for the scalpel with the head. With Professor David Drake. I'm going for the one that's going after David Drake. And I'm going to, with my hand up over my arm, I'm going to quickly gesture to the others and then go bang and try to shoot him with my automatic. Yes.
Nice. Let's go into initiative.
Okay.
And if you got your gun drawn, then you can click on the little gun symbol, and that should give you a plus 50 to your initiative.
Ooh.
All right. So, Gerold, you've got the jump. If you want to go first.
Oh.
And Millie should have her gun right there.
Yeah, I think Gerald's whole plan kind of hinged on what Millie had done. She was shooting the one near
let's do Millie first then.
Yeah.
So, Millie, go ahead.
Okay. Oops, hang on, I better target one. Look at that. Getting so experienced.
Nice. Excellent. Roll damage.
Oop. Not very much damage.
Not much. It looks like some of the damage got mitigated, as though this thing has a hardened carapace that may block some of that damage. But it did take damage. Now,
Totally
Gerald,
distracted it.
your turn, Gerald.
Well, yeah, I don't know how good an idea this is, but I think following it after Millie, Gerold would for double. He's holding his gun out, trying to like gesture to them to get out of the way, but he's kind of listening because he's only read Mygo. Like he
Ooh.
doesn't know their language, but he's trying to maybe hear if he can understand or even adapt to try and explain. Like get away from the humans.
Give me a roll for that, the language roll.
Real gamble. Oh, that was almost
that was
an
so
18.
close. Do you
Yeah.
want to push that? Otherwise, you may be telling them, donde está la bañera or something. So if you're looking for the bathroom.
Gerald's putting his all into it. Yeah, he's really trying to convince these guys. This could, they don't look like bruisers. Every time I push, it doesn't show me my push. It just says pushing skill forever.
Huh.
Weird.
Just go ahead and re-roll it.
That's been a little bit weird today.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Being able to have mastery of the phrase you want to say, now you need to make another roll. This will be a persuade roll. So you do know the phrase for stand back or stop and get out of the way. Oh,
Wow.
my goodness. Okay.
Oh, wow. The odds.
What exactly is your command to them?
Yeah, I think he says, I don't know if he says exactly this, but he's trying to convey step away from the humans.
They step away.
So then, yeah, I think Gerald's just, sorry, he's just trying to point out to everybody, like, maybe these could be reasoned with.
They begin to approach you, and you can hear their buzzing, clicking sounds,
Ooh.
and then a voice that says, "You speak our language. You should come with us. Come, lay down here."
Reasoning, yes.
Jebediah.
Well, glad to see that they speak English. I will. I think it's likely prudent that we see to it that one of these Migo reverse the progress they've made on Dr. Drake, because I don't think any of us are capable of reversing that procedure.
No, it would take a medicine roll to try and get that done. His brain has not been removed, but he's missing the top of his skull. It's laying in a little bowl next to the side of the table. They do speak language. You want to try and intimidate them or try to persuade them?
I suppose persuasion might be best. Ask them to reverse the progress they've made.
Go ahead and make a roll. Do you want to push that?
Sure.
They tell you once begun, it cannot be reversed.
Oh, that's bad.
Millie, you used your action. Arthur.
I'm just gonna shoot them.
Nice.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
We just shot his friend after all.
Oh, let me load your shotgun. Sorry.
We tried reasoning,
I don't know why it's having ammo issues here. Alright, try that again. Oh, you missed it by 3. Do you want to spend 3 luck?
Why not?
Roll damage.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Okay, you blow that one's head clean off of its shoulders.
Arthur's not messing around.
No.
No.
Oh.
Marian, your turn.
After the death of Jason Trent.
Yeah.
First Rufus, now Jason
I
Trent.
know.
Now Arthur's just a
Jason.
cold-blooded killer.
Okay, we are going to I guess she'll just try to stab it again. Stabbing has gone well for her.
Brave.
Yes. Why not? And fighting brawl is a bit better than the guns, so
And they're
whoa.
going to fight back.
Ooh.
So if they get a success, they will deal damage to you. Ooh.
Ooh,
Yes, they
I didn't
do.
do.
wild.
So you try to stab him, and he says, "I don't think so,"
Not today.
and clocks you for 3 points of damage.
They know enough English should be cheeky too. Look at that.
This one here is going to rush in a flurry, attacking. One is Millie, going after Millie.
Fair. She just shot one of them.
Now you'll have the option to dodge or fight back as he comes at you with his sharp crab-like claws, and he can attack twice in a round, so he will make 2 attacks.
Ooh, can I dodge
Yeah,
both?
so on the chat screen you can click dodge or fight back. So he failed. If you fight back, if you succeed, you'll do damage to him.
Oh, what the hell? I'll fight back. Did I?
And
Did that work?
There we go. So you have a wood axe. I can go ahead and.
Yes, so I do.
And that is
Both sides failed.
That's a miss. So he will make his second attack, and now you can fight back again, but you've already fought back once, and so you would have a penalty die on this one. But if you want, you can fight back, or you can dodge. He fumbled that one, so
Yeah. I'm just like, he and I are just like,
yeah,
in
you're
the movie we're just
swinging at
pushing
the
against each
fences,
other.
but no one's
Yeah.
really making contact. Do you want to fight back or
No.
dodge?
I'm gonna fight back.
Will it let you click fighting back on the chat screen?
I did click it, so no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, it did. Oh, hang on. It opened up the wood axe,
Oh, there
so
you
I
go.
had to actually then click on the wood axe as well.
No. The next one is going to do the same thing, but who does it target? It will target Arthur.
Oh.
So Arthur, coming at you. You can fight back or you can dodge. But he failed the attack, so it didn't matter. He will attack again. And again, you can fight back or dodge. Oh, that's a miss. So if he misses, it may behoove you to fight back, because he's automatically going to miss.
I've already dodged.
But that's okay. At least you took no damage. And then the last one, who does he attack? He goes after Arthur again.
Oh no!
So Arthur, again, you can, if he fails, you should fight back. Yeah, go ahead and fight back. He just barely missed that one.
Sorry, what do I...
Oh, hang on, that didn't... Yeah, that didn't do the right thing. Let me try that again. Ready, Arthur? There you go. Now it should let you fight back. With your small knife.
No.
And that is a why? Boy, that is all messed up. Okay, we go back to Gerold.
Okay, Gerald would move up on the one that's on Millie and just shoot it point blank with his rifle while it's distracted attacking an old lady. I was going to say a defenseless old lady, but she is far from defenseless.
True.
Oh, do you want to spend 10 luck if you have it?
I do, although because that was base range. Wasn't that twice? You roll twice.
Yeah, it should be point blank.
Yeah, I just didn't adjust.
Yeah,
I think
roll
on the screen it's because our tokens aren't next to each other. Is all.
Roll a 10-sided die.
Okay.
So that would be a 0. So yeah, that would be a success. Roll 4d6. Nice. And that was this one. Okay, how do you take him out?
Okay, so it's going after Millie, and they're like tussling on the ground, I think, or at least like really scrabbling against each other. So it's easy for Gerold to just place it right up against it, away from Millie, of course, and just shoot it in the head or something.
Nice. There's a fine spray of pink and yellow mist that sprays out of it, and it sort of slumps forward and oozes this goo on top of Millie that smells like bile and is hot and somewhat acidic. Jebediah. And if you guys don't finish him off this round, there will be reinforcements.
Oh boy.
Multiple shots. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a failure. Miss Millie.
Miss Millie, the one that one of her young people just took out, the one that she was wrestling with, so she's going to turn around and try to shoot the last one.
Nice.
Target. Oh, so there's two still alive?
Yes.
Okay, and we'll try to shoot the one that's already injured then. But we've got to take them both out this round. Okay.
Roll damage.
Only 4 points of damage.
Well, it did take some of that.
2. Oh, I was hoping to get it down.
Arthur. With the shotgun. Do you want to spend 4 luck, Arthur?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Luke?
Oh, never mind. I thought that had a penalty, but it didn't. It was an advantage.
Arthur, how do you take that one out?
Yes. Oh, Arthur, you really are becoming a hero.
Yeah. I mean, he's not messing around anymore. He's just taking him out.
All right, Marian, it's up to you.
No pressure.
Oh boy. Alright. Well, I guess stabbing it didn't work, so we'll try to shoot it.
You have your
Looks like the
Thompson
right-
submachine gun. Want to use that one?
Sure.
Point blank is probably pretty effective, but
Yeah.
a real Hail Mary.
I'll just pull out my Thompson submachine gun here.
So let's do full auto. There we go.
Okay.
So you can do multiple bursts here. So your first one will just be a straight roll. The second one will have a penalty die. The third one has 2 penalty die. But you can keep going until you've spent all 50 rounds if you want. So go ahead and click on the Shoot Me Go.
50 penalty guns. Shoot!
All right, that is a miss. I don't think you have the luck. You can do it again if you want to continue to shoot. But then this one, we're going to add a penalty die to it.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well try one more time.
Yeah.
So just the same.
So
Is
I'm
it
gonna-
full auto?
Yes.
Do I need to add anything
Nope.
for the penalty
Nope,
die?
I
Is it
added the
gonna-
penalty die for you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Ah,
almost.
Nope. Not Marian's time.
Then if you want to go again, it'll have 2 penalty die.
Okay,
Hey,
well,
come on.
We'll try one more time.
We'll do full auto. I'm going to add 2 penalty die.
Good.
Okay.
Shoot.
Oh,
No.
rats.
Wow. Okay, yep. Nope, it's not happening.
The Migo will attack Marian. It's going to go after you.
Well, here we go.
2 attacks on you.
Oh no, she'll probably die.
You can dodge or you can fight back. That's a miss. Do you want to fight back? You can click on fighting back in the chat.
Yeah, let's fight back. Maybe we can do some damage. We'll just use our handy dandy Horn of the Black Goat.
Oh, almost. It will attack again. And you'll have the option to fight back
Can I-
as well.
And
Oh,
say,
yeah.
can I spend 9 luck to pass that?
Yeah, you can if it will. It will let you. There you go. And roll the damage.
Nice.
Come on.
Nice. And then if you want to fight back again,
Yeah, we do. Oh my god.
now if you make this an extreme success, let me
Mhm.
see what you would. It'll be a penetrating blow. Oh, you don't have luck left.
I don't have enough. I only have 6 luck.
Let's see, and you need to make that. Oh shoot. Let me see what you need. So fighting brawl. You need to get a. Oh yeah, you'd have to spend 10. Shoot.
Yeah.
All right, roll damage. If you get a 4.
Who?
She did.
Oh,
Oh, okay. How do you do it?
Yeah.
Man, okay. The submachine gun is still smoking, and she just, I think throws it aside, and again, kind of like is at it, screaming, and just aims for the heart, and just keeps stabbing.
Nice. You guys see her just laying on top of this Migo scientist, just gutting with this this dagger, the horn of the black goat. And eventually, someone, maybe Gerold, comes and puts a hand on you and says, "It's dead, Marian. It's enough."
It's dead, Marian.
You can
I
hear
like
footsteps and buzzing sounds in the nearby hallway. Now there is, just outside this room, there's one of those little vent holes in the ground. I don't know if there's anything can be done for Professor David Drake, but Imelda and Sarah Matherson, I think you could unhook them from the table. They are catatonic, but it looks like it's from those spore guns, that the one that made Millie freeze up for a minute. These ones, it may be a few hours before it wears off, so you'd have to drag them with you, but it could be done. You can fight your way out. You could try and escape down that hatch. What do you do?
I feel like we should grab him and escape down the hatch.
Like we should grab him and escape down the hatch. I also feel like we should perhaps put Dr. Drake out of his misery. But
Who does that? That's going to require a sanity roll.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty ruthless. I don't think Millie would be up for that.
I mean, Gerald has done it
Perhaps we can-
before, but
Oh, okay.
well, he will
Gerald?
immediately go insane, I guess. I was just
Yeah,
saying, he
but
doesn't
I would be
respond.
better. I would say, no, wait. We just stopped you from pulling your own teeth out. I don't think you better do this. All right, I will do it.
How do you do it? And then make a sanity roll.
I go up and close his eyes and pat him gently on the cheek and say, "I'm so sorry, Professor," and then shoot him in the temple.
Oof. Nice. Without the top of his skull on there, his brain just explodes out like confetti.
You just shot him in the brain, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Ugh,
Make
okay.
a
So
sanity
sanity
roll
roll.
for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you will lose only one. It's like you've done this before.
Haven't. It's all been intellectual, remember? Yes.
You put him out of his misery. It's going to take a strength roll, 1, to drag Imelda and Sarah out of this room, and 2, to lift one of those grates. So I need one of you, probably not Arthur, his strength is 20, one of you to make a roll to carry the 2 to safety, and 1 to make a roll to open that grate.
Can we like double up a little
Yes,
bit and put
yep, that'll be a bonus
their
die.
arms over us? Okay. Who needs 4 of us then? So who's our 2 strongest people?
Probably Marian and maybe Millie.
Gerald's at 50. Yeah, he's not really that good.
You're still better than me. I'm
Jebediah
at
is
35.
70 for strength.
Oh, Jebediah. Okay,
alright.
great. So Jebediah and Marian, maybe?
So maybe Jebediah with a bonus die to carry the people, and Marian with a bonus die to lift the grate, as you guys do team lifting.
And strength, right?
Yes. Oh, Jebediah,
That
you want
290?
to push that? Yeah, double 97. There we go. Marian, no problem. You just he-man that grate right open. And as you near the grate with the 2 captives, you can see from the light of your lantern the approaching Migo as they round the bend in the hallway. You don't know how deep this grate is, but you can hear the sound of running water down below. Do you just jump?
I don't think we have much of a choice.
Yeah, Gerald wants to jump, but he would also wait for other people to go first. Particularly Jebediah, who has people with him.
Do you just
And are we
drop
just
the 2
dropping them?
captives in
Yeah.
first, or do you hug one to you and drop with them?
Oh. Didn't. Well, we can hear water. I mean, how far can it be? I'm going to throw my carpet bag down and see if I can land on it.
You throw. Okay. As you jump, you find it's about a 40-foot drop, 12 meters, before you land in surprisingly warm water that has a gentle current. You land not far from your carpet bag, but you hit the water. You go into the water and push off and come up to the top, and it's pitch black in here. If you had a lantern, it's not going to survive this, but there were some electric torches, some flashlights back at the camp. I'm going to assume you guys brought some. If not, one of you can make a luck roll to see if you brought some.
I think we definitely did.
So you hear Millie say, "It's safe, it's okay, come on down."
It's safe. I thought I was going to break my osteoporosis ankles, but I'm fine. Quickly, jump. Hold your breath.
Who is next to drop down in there?
Could we pass the catatonic people down, or maybe one more person could come down and help me to catch them?
Yeah. Arthur, do you want to cannonball down?
Sure.
There's a loud
I think
plop and a
it's,
splash.
It's more dangerous to be up there now than it is down
yeah,
here.
by far.
Right.
You hit the water and it's very warm and almost comfortably warm, like maybe there's a hot spring around here or something. If you had a Geiger counter, it would probably be clicking quite rapidly right now, but you don't have a Geiger counter, so you don't know why the water's so warm. But you managed to get down. Now we got to get the bodies down. Do you drop with the bodies? Do you just drop a body down? What does Marian, Gerold, and Jebediah do?
I feel like we should.
Well, I think. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go, Jebediah.
Well, I think that perhaps just dropping them down might be the best thing. I mean, a broken leg is better than leaving them behind.
Give me a luck roll, Jebediah.
Oh.
Who do you drop first, Imelda Cratchit or Sarah Matherson?
Just whichever was closest to the grade, I suppose.
I'll see Imelda. As you drop her down, you hear a scrape and a clunk. As she drops, her body kind of drifts to the side and she hits the side of the passageway. You don't know what damage it might have just done to her, but she did impact the side wall of the passage as she was sliding down. Now those down in the water, you see her come down and the side of her face is just hamburger where it's scraped along that passageway, but she does still seem to be alive. But she will never be as pretty as she once was. Make a luck roll as you drop down, Sarah Matherson. You adjust your aim, and she drops straight down into the water where Millie and Arthur scoop her up. Who goes next?
Marian, I guess?
Yeah, Gerald's got the rifle, so he's just like aiming down the hallway, trying to cover you guys as you get out. That's his idea.
In fact, give me a shot with the rifle.
Gerald.
Because you can see Amigo rounding a corner of the room. So Marian, you drop down, no problems getting down. The water's nice and warm.
She's like, throw it.
Your gunshot ricochets off the wall, Gerold, as you rapidly load another one. Is Jebediah next, or is Gerold?
I'd say Jebediah.
Jebediah will go and tell Gerold that all's clear.
You drop down, and Gerold, as you watch him drop down, I'm just going to pull him on the screen so that I can make the roll here. Let me just target. There we go. You see a wall of spores come spraying out from the Migo that you shot at. Oh. Do that again.
Oh, he's a bit of a better shot.
Okay. Give me a Constitution roll.
I guess you can't dodge a cloud of spores.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oh.
You've seen
It's all
this
that blue
before.
blood.
Yeah, you know what's coming. You hold your breath. You still feel a tingle through your body as the spores contact your skin, and you plunge down into the water, trailing this mist behind you as you hit the water. Now that you're all in the water, you can hear the scrabbling of clawed feet on the stones up above you, transmitted down through the rock as you begin to float down, the sounds of trickling water and the scrabbling of those claws scurrying about overhead. After an indeterminate period of floating in darkness, you see light flickering sporadically across the cavern ceiling several meters in front of you. There must be a cave entrance, and you're seeing lightning from outside. Eventually you wash up on a riverbank at the mouth of a cave where you can head out. Having escaped the Migo lair, you have concluded Chapter 4. There are some rewards.
Ooh.
For rescuing friends and comrades from the clutches of the Migo. Plus 1d6 sanity per person rescued. The maximum you can receive is 6 points. So we rescued 2 people. So everyone can roll 2d6, and the maximum you can get is 6, but you can recover that many sanity points. So 6 for Jebediah, 6 for Marian, 6 for Millie, 6 for Gerold. How about for Arthur? And 6 for Arthur. If you left your companions to die by fleeing the valley... Oh, you didn't do that. Killing a mythos creature. If it was a dark young, which you did, that's plus 1d10 sanity. And to kill the Migo is plus 1d6. So an additional 1d10 and an additional 1d6 sanity point rewards. I will turn on the development mode. If you guys want to do development mode. And don't forget your luck improvements. Jebediah got a bunch of luck, 8 points, and Gerold improved 3 skills. Marian, holy cow,
Right?
improved a ton of skills. Arthur got 2. No luck for Arthur. That is terrible.
Poor Arthur.
Marian did get some luck. And did Millie... Did you recover any luck?
I just did. Hang on, I'm just rolling that now. I did. I was just putting in my other scores.
You got 1 point. That sucks. At least you got 1. So, excellent. That ends chapter 4. So, part of your goal, you were sent here by Federated Oil and Chemical to try and put a stop to the Migo. Well, now you know where they are. And you know a little bit about them, but clearly they are tied in with this cult of Shub-Niggurath. And that may be a very difficult challenge ahead. However, that is for next time. Next time we start Chapter 5, which is The Great Harvest. And I think we've probably got 2, maybe 3 sessions left. And then, so I think by the end of the year, we'll be done with the campaign. Any questions before we sign off for the week?
I really thought we were going to die.
I did too.
Yeah.
I am surprised that we're all still here. Let me go through real quick and recover magic points. You'll recover them relatively quickly. Millie, you're going to have about 6 hours before our next session, so I'm going to give you 6, and anybody else spend... Oh yeah, Marian, you spent magic, and I think... Did Arthur? Nope. Did Gerold?
Gerold did, yeah.
Yeah,
He donated some.
He donated some, so yeah, I'll bump yours back up to 8.
Thank you, Gerold.
And
Oh, that was
Jebediah,
more than welcome. That was awesome how you found that thing. The Tarkian.
that may come into play again. And Jebediah, you're going to heal a hit point with hopefully a good night's rest.
Someone else was hurt too, right?
I
No.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Let's see. Yeah, was it? Yeah, Marian. So you're going to heal a hit point as well. You'll be at 7 out of 9. There we go. Awesome. So let me reset the daily sanity loss limits as well. It will be daytime when we emerge. That's going to help everybody, except for those that are still indefinitely insane. It doesn't help you quite so much. But for Millie and Marian, Marian was kind of close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gerold's got more sanity than he started with. That's the thing.
Well, you start taking out, the forces of evil, and you start to feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah.
There we go. And one more. Get all the bookkeeping done now. Did anyone want to learn any spells now before we sign off. It's just a hard intelligence roll if there's a spell that you wanted to try to learn.
I think I would like to
Does
learn.
it make you go crazy?
No, not
Sorry.
not to try to learn them. Just to try to cast them sometimes. Mostly reading the tomes does, but once you've read the tome, then it doesn't make you go crazy.
I would like to do the spell to beckon Amigo to learn that so that it's available if we need it for some reason.
Give me a hard intelligence roll.
I had given the discs to Millie, although I don't know if you put them on her sheet. So
No,
I don't have those
will.
discs.
Yeah, I'll put them.
But
on there.
yeah, I might try to learn a spell from that though, if that's the thing we can do.
Let me.
At this point, it's impossible to deny the magic's real, and we need it.
Yeah, at this point, you know, like this is not a fairy tale. This is really a thing.
Right, Millie.
If you want to take those discs and look at any spells on them, Gerold, you can. So Millie, I actually already show you. I show you already have the procedure to beckon Migo learned.
Oh,
So
okay.
you would be able to cast that.
Okay,
already.
excellent.
It wants me to relearn the discs, but I've already done that.
Yeah, you don't need to relearn.
I didn't want to. Yeah, because that was bad. That was why bad times happened. For me.
Yeah. So let's.
I don't know if you could just unlock it or not.
I don't know if I can. The spells on there. There's Call Shub Niggereth, Dismiss Shub Niggereth, Contact Migo, Summon Dark Young, and Bind Dark Young. Which one did you want to learn?
Yeah, I think. I not knowing anything about it, the contact one sounds interesting. We have the beckon?
Which would basically be the same as the contact.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was the same thing or if it was like Okay, well then probably the other Dark Young spell.
So there's Summon Dark Young if you want to draw a Dark Young to you.
Well, summoning doesn't mean that it's your friend. Never mind. Yeah, that's a bad idea. The binding one.
So
We
do
could summon it like across a chasm or something, though. That might work quite well.
that would be a good distraction, I suppose.
So the Bind Dark Young is the one you want to learn?
I think that one might be the most useful. I know we already have someone who uses that, but
There's also the Dismiss Shub Niggereth, which, if they succeed with what the ritual they're trying to do, could come in handy.
and there was hints of a ritual in that base that we know about, so maybe that's more useful. But that seemed like a pretty difficult one.
And there are stones, just like the ones we saw in the base, out at Alexandra Kuzra's farm that Jebediah and Arthur saw. The ones that the children use those.
Children.
Any other spells anyone wants to learn?
I might try the dismiss one.
Okay. Nice. Let me get that on here.
Because I think the knife also helps with that.
I believe it does.
Don't you have to? Oh, wait, no, that's different.
Oh, it's a bonus when casting summon Dark Young. If buried in the heart of a creature.
Right. Okay.
So who you?
That's what I was reading, and then I was like, I said that, and then I was like, I don't know if that's the same spell.
But hey, we'll see.
It just says victim. Could it be like a bunny rabbit or something?
Potentially. Or
Yeah.
Deputy Cutter.
Right. That's an option. Yeah, we'll see if we get desperate.
Anyone else?
14.
Any spells?
Is there anyone? Can she learn another one? And if so, would everybody? Can anybody think which one she should learn?
Getting rid of that ritual, the
Yeah,
Shub
yeah,
Niggereth
yeah.
one would be really good.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Shub Migaroth.
Not a hard success. That spell
Can I-
eludes you. You can push it.
Okay, I can push it.
It'd be to 42.
Oh, it's not letting me push it.
You can just re-roll it.
It's not like I've got any luck points left.
There we go. Okay, I've got that on your sheet as well. Anyone else? Arthur or Jebediah?
No.
All right. Well, let's call it a day for that, and when next we come back, we will start Chapter 5 and see what has happened during the night while we've been underground in these caves. Perhaps the children have been up to no good.
I'm sure they have.
I will see you all in a week's time. Thanks, everybody.